Welcome to the Guild. We have been expecting you. Please, follow me.
Hello, and welcome to our very latest episode of Night Quest. I am CMoney, and tonight I should be joined by some people. I will eventually, but I ain't got no time to wait. All right, we have the homies showing up in a little while. They'll hop in when they hop in. We'll get them in. Right now, you're riding solo with your boys, CMoney. We just came off of watching Gamescom. I mean, listen, there's not a lot that can be said about that show. There were some highlights, right? There were some highlights, but the show wasn't great. I think as a whole. All right, I think that's what we can agree on that one. That being said, guys, we got a fun show tonight. First of all, obviously we have Gamescom. We'll talk about it a little later. Go through some of the stuff that we're very excited about. That came from there, but we also got a huge amount of news on certain things like Black Ops 7. So many new pieces of information. It's crazy. But we have some fun stuff too. That's right. Listen, I know it's rumors, okay? I know it's rumors, but my recollection is that when there was rumors talking about games going to PlayStation from Xbox, any sliver of a rumor got dissected and preached as gospel. Well, we got our own rumors over here right now. And let's just say we went from they're only going to put games as service, and now it's single player games. They said it would never happen, but already we have the scenarios taking place here. It's going to be a fun time. It's always a great time to make sure you have your binoculars out so you can always watch them, right? You want to watch them from afar. You don't want to get too close to a pony. You don't know what they got. You know, you might catch it. So you watch it from afar, but you can see the tears. The tears are very real. It's gorgeous. I love it. It's going to be a good time for sure with that one. And then if you go even further, some stuff got confirmed. That's right. A certain game that looked like it was at the end of the trailer has now been confirmed to be that. But there's a lot to dig into for sure, 100%. And we absolutely will. But before we do any of that, you know what we got to do here. Our homies live in the building. You guys are the shit. Thank y'all so much. Of course, we have to shout out all of our supporters over on Patreon and on YouTube. And then, of course, we have our homies who are supporting us in such a major way. Let me go ahead and just update this banner, though, because I don't want to be doing crazy shit out here in these streets. So let me fix that. A little fix of this, a little fix of that. Boom shakalaka. Okay. No. Okay. Beautiful. Done. Love it. Okay. Here we go. All right. Of course, we have to shout out our elite members. That's right. We got the homie Big Boy Mike, Dark Angelic, Queen Witch, Coach Hooded Canuck. And then we have our inner circle members. That's right. It's our homie Big Mix Gaming, Pragmatic Eagle, and Hargeet Chani. You guys are the shit. Thank you all for the support. I do got to check something real quick because I'm seeing some color change up in this bitch. This just says, why? Okay, there we go. Look at them. Look at how did the ponies infiltrate my StreamYard and change the color to blue? You saw that shit? Not that there's anything wrong with the color blue, but I'm saying in this particular case, I feel like it's hard to mock them and point fingers at them while they cry if you're rocking blue too. You know what I'm saying? Got to keep it classy. Got to keep it classy. But that being said, we appreciate all the support from all of you over on YouTube and Patreon. You guys are the shit. All of our elite members, our inner circle members, thank y'all so much. But of course, you know how we do here. You guys live in the building right now. You're supporting us in such a major way, man. And we appreciate each and every single one of you individually. Although you clearly can't all be equal, right? I mean, it's just what it is. I mean, I think you all understand, right? There are specials that are among you. That's right. You would never have known it, right? You're just looking at each other. You think you're all the same. Nope. There are specials among you. 3, in fact. 3 specials. How do you become a special? Very easy. You just got to be one of the first 3 people who walk into the door. If you do that, you get to be the specials of the evening. And the first person in the door is the best spot of the night. And your name gets forever emblazoned on the bottom banner. That's right. That scroll banner, that's just going to go all show long, hours. Your name is just going to be there on repeat. Everybody's going to learn it. Everybody's going to love it and always know that you're special. That's going to happen forever until the show ends, and then it's gone, and then you got to do it again tomorrow. But these 3 people are the specials. We put up the bat signal. They showed up first in the building, and the real question is, who were the first 3 people? Number 3. You know him well. You know who else you know well. That's right. It's the most homie Farrell Bazaar to the building. Thank you, sir. Look at that. I was here all alone. I almost had some music to push the button and be like,
hold on,
so alone.
Can't hear anything for some reason.
Can't hear who? Me?
One second.
Oh, shit. Look at this. He's already fucked up with the mic. That's okay. Let's see when he comes back with correct audio. But
all right, it's fixed for some reason.
You're good?
Yeah. It was on the headphones, but for some reason there's like 2 headphones that I can choose from when I only have 1 pair of headphones. So,
Twin headphones. Understood. Yeah. Understood. How you doing, man? Thank you for being here, my brother.
I'm doing good. Doing good. About yourself?
Doing well, man. Doing well. Did you watch the show earlier?
I did watch it.
Okay.
It was a pretty good show.
Pretty good?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're definitely gonna talk about it. Because it was a wild time when we were live streaming it. But that being said, before we get to any of that good stuff, because we will have the good stuff to talk about, number 3 in the building, the first special of the evening, is our homie, Coach of the Canuck. That's right, the coach has made it to number 3. He changed his picture. What does that say? Laverne?
Like the little YouTube things in the way.
Yeah, it is in the way.
Yeah,
I feel like that says Laverne, but I'm not quite sure. He had a great picture before, but now it's a wolf. All right. Well, shout out to you, Canuck. Number 3 in the building. One of the specials of the evening, but who's number 2? It's the motherfucking homie, Mr. Teddy Keys, number 2 in the building. He said, the fuck, I will not be number 2. I'm assuming he was trying to be number 1, but there's one person who said, the fuck, I will not be number 1. That is the best spot of the night. And in fact, he was in the live stream earlier while we watched Gamescom. And in fact, he said he would be number 1. And he was, in fact, number 1. That's right. It's your boy, Broke Boy Lewis. That's right. The homie, Willem Lou. That's the new name, Willem Lou. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. First in the building, the best spot of the evening. Shout out to you, my brother. Let me go ahead and I gotta update this banner because you know me.
Okay.
I be forgetting all types of shit. All right, here we go. So number 1 was our boy, Broke Boy. Number 2 was Teddy Keys. Mr. Teddy Keys. And then number 3. God damn it. Why did I forget? I know it. Who's number 3? Son of a bitch. Oh, Canuck. Damn it. It's crazy. Coach Canuck. All right, there we go. Beautiful. Look at that. You're in. You made it. The banner is complete. Now, that being said, obviously, we started the show. It was just little old me. All right. A couple seconds ago, we had the homie Foul Bazaar enter us. Damn. No, I meant like enter the building. You get what I'm saying? Like enter here, the room where we're talking.
Yeah.
God damn it.
There's no entering anything.
No. No entry taking place. Okay. No entry taking place. But we went from 1 to 2 to 2 to 4. That's right. We got the homie Devil Flow Gaming and Hargy Chani in the building. We got the gang together. That's right. Gamescom bringing everyone together. Celebrations in the air. What is up, homie? Shout out to our boy Demo Flow Gaming. That's right, Mr. PSP himself, the Pony Slave Papa. Demo Flow. Shout out, homie. How you doing, my dude? Thank you for being here.
How's it going, man? Back at it again. Another day here with y'all. I missed the Gamescom, the show, the opening night. Super busy at work. I got a lot of shit going on in my personal life, as you know. But yeah, looking forward to like going, over there with you guys and see what's good. And hopefully it was a good show, because I honestly don't know nothing. I know about Call of Duty Reveal. That's it. I've seen a couple of things about it. I haven't even watched the whole trailer completely because, like I said, I've been super busy. But I'm super happy to be surrounded by great people. Shout out to my boy Fado. Shout out to you, CMoney and Hargy as well, man. Hey, bullies on your course, Hargy. Let's get it.
There you go. Shout out to our boy Devil. Thank you, my brother, for being here. And of course, you know him well. It is the wise one, the author, the patriot, the pony slayer, the pony batier maker. It's our boy, Hargeet Shani. Welcome, my dude. Thank you so much for being here, brother.
Oh, hold on.
Wow. The intro was
what
so
happened?
Good.
Okay, am I still on? Can you hear me at least?
I can hear you.
What happened is my computer just started up and it did its auto update, and my NVIDIA driver just updated.
Oh shit!
Nice.
So while you're introducing me, my screen blanks out because of course it's doing like the update for the driver for the video. So which means my video is out, right? You guys can't see my video right now. I'll have to
cannot see you.
Probably rejoin.
Well, we could
but anyway.
hear you.
Yeah, I did just finally finish like 5 minutes ago, whatever. I finished watching opening night live because I was at work today, all day, so I couldn't watch it during the day. But yeah, we'll get into it. Let me see if I can get my video back.
Yeah, my shit updated too, man. That's why I got this stupid ass background, because the background that I had before, the cool one, somewhere it got lost in the sauce. Thanks to the update. So, but here we are, man. We rocking, man. Let's get it.
Let's get it indeed. And of course, we're gonna get going. We're gonna get started. Shout out to the homie Hargeet and Demo for being here normally on our Friday show, but coming through because of Gamescom. Shout out to the boy Farrell, who's always here on Tuesdays. Of course, our girl Doodle, the love, is not here. We actually have a lot of stuff going on right now, and she is kind enough to kind of let us rock out and while she handles what we gotta handle. So shout out to you, Doodle, my girl. Appreciate you, baby. All right, guys, we have to go ahead and do what we always do here. And shout out the homies who are here in the building with us, man, because of course, everybody who supports on Patreon and YouTube memberships, you guys are the shit. Thank you all so much. It means so much to us that you do so. But of course, you know how we do here. You guys live in the building right now. You guys are supporting us in such a major way, man. And we appreciate each and every one of y'all for rocking out with us, man. So thank y'all so much. I do see, I think I already did that, but that's okay, because I do see, let me go over here. Where is he? I see 10 TT Gaming. Is that 10 T Gaming or 10 TT Gaming? Remember, we're still at the @ symbol, guys. So if you were a regular name before, I don't know it. I'm sorry. So TT Gaming, what's up, man? Thank you for being here, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you indeed. What else we got over here? Right, you are gaming in the building. What's up, man? Thank you for rocking out. I see the homie Becca in the building. What's good, fam? I see Malcolm X Lax in here. Thank you so much, homie, for being here. Appreciate you. Mott's PBM Gaming. Thank you, fam, for being here. Eric Kin in the building. What's good, homie? Jesse James, what's up, man? Appreciate you, fam. Jonas the dad in the building. What's up, man? Def Leopard, what is going on, homie? Real JXR1, what is up, fam? Thank you for being here. Be nice in the building. What's up, homie? Real man says one man mustard man X podcast. Listen, that was a little moment. You got caught a glimpse there of the solo act. You know what I'm saying? But we got the homies here. It's cool. It's cool. Outward Lyric, what's up, man? Thank you for being here. Sinatra J, what is up, bro? Appreciate you. The Budster in the building. What's up, man? Thank you for rocking out. Dark Angelic, what's going on, homie? Says, no Doodle, this sucks. Hey, listen, I get it. I get it, bro. I get it. Where else? Mr. Bot 5009. What's up, man? Says CMoney was gonna be finger blasted solo.
Oh,
listen,
God.
sometimes you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes that's real wild. That's real wild. Oh, Demo Flow, he's here and here. Look at that. Not messing around. Dark Matt 515. What's up, bro? Appreciate you, man. He says, hello, guys. I'm not a fanboy in either side, but I'm just a guy who loves games. Console wars is dead. I mean, listen, I feel like PlayStation and Xbox are making it very clear that they can give three shits about what anybody feels about some war. They're starting to procreate together. You know what I'm saying? They're getting it in. Okay, they're doing the nasty. We're starting to see all types of things come from that relationship. A lot of babies are happening. Just saying, it's real wild. Who is it? Where? Oh man, Darkman says, I love the Lego Batman Arkham game. Yo, that demo, you didn't see that. That is crazy. It's crazy.
Looking forward to see what's up.
TT
Play
Games
that
is
shit in the
back?
back though. Play the thing in the background, the whole thing, so we can like go ahead and watch it. Yeah.
That's a good
As we speak about it. Yeah.
Let me see. Where is it? This one? Yeah. Yeah, there was I mean, look, it wasn't like great for me, like as a whole show. But there was some good stuff in there. It's just the bad parts were so bad and so boring. And I just was like, why why is this happening to us? Like they just got real wild. The one part that I thought was going to be really bad ended up being really good was the singing from Expedition 33. Oh my god, she was killing it, bro. She was killing it.
She did her thing.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right, what the hell is this show? That's not it. Right here? Nope. Interesting.
Do you guys see the background on this side, on the StreamYard side? I think I'm all screwed up still, but
oh shit. What do you mean the background?
Like all I see is our 4 videos.
You don't see our background, like the actual background? No, I see it.
Yeah,
it's
but if
the...
I look at the YouTube, it looks okay, right? So I'm assuming it's just me because of the NVIDIA driver update. So Farrah, you see like the normal background and everything, right?
Yeah, I see everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop and come back.
All right. Yep. Go ahead. All right. I'm gonna put this on. Put silently because I ain't about that life. Then I'll go here. Do this. Share screen. Do this. Do that. Do that. And do that. Go here. All right. Then Then what the hell is that? Oh, the way they did it now. Okay. That's new. They did some upgrades to this, so just a little confusing. All right. There we go. We'll leave it like that, play in the background while we chat. Oh, here he is. There you go. Everything's good?
Yep, much better.
All right.
There you
Sweet. Yeah, there's some definitely some good stuff on that show. I mean, I made a list of like the shows that kind of matter, not the shows, the
Games.
stuff that mattered to me. And you know, for the amount of time, and I would say for the amount of time they wasted, I got like, I don't know, probably like 16, 17 games out of the whole show, plus the pre-show. So that's like 2.5 hours, and you know, games that kind of piqued my interest, and most of them we knew. So, but either way, shout out to Darkman or Dark Matt 515. There we go. Where am I? G may be in the building. What's up, fam? Thank you for being here, homie. Mac22TH54 in the building. What's up, fam? Ray Oid in the building. What's up? What's going on, man? Thank you for being here, bro. Big boy Mike in the building. What is up, my brother? Thank you for being here, man. All right. So let's get the show popping. All right. Because we got a lot to talk about, obviously. So yeah, let's open with the Gamescom conversation. There's a lot that you know came up during the show. I know, so demo, you didn't watch it, so unfortunately part of this conversation is just going to be you kind of just, you know, hearing about things. But Hargeet and Farrell just watched it. So I guess right off the rip, let's get the hot takes, right? Like, what do you feel? First of all, let me get these fucking things out of our faces over here. There we go. All right. So Farrell, let's start with you. Why don't we run down like what you thought about the show in general? Give me some things you didn't like, give me some things you liked, and then what would you give the score?
I was kind of halfway watching the show, so it wasn't like it was the only thing that had my attention. But I thought Silent Hill F, I thought that showed a lot better than what it originally showed. Like, especially seeing like the main character, she was able, like, she took like actual damage, and you could see like the damage in the clothing and things like that. I don't know if that's like for the entire game, but like it just gave like a level of depth and realism. Like you're fighting all these monsters, and you know. So I thought that looked a lot better the second time it showed. There was a mech game. I don't know the name of it, but that looked awesome. It was like a bunch of smaller mechs going up against this really big mech. I thought that looked really cool. Call of Duty. I thought the new things they did with the campaign, adding, I think it was 4-player co-op for the campaign. I thought that looked really good. And then having like kind of a thing at the end where like you and your team, y'all work together through all these missions, and you have this one final mission that kind of puts to the test everything that you guys have gone throughout the campaign, like a little PvE mode. I thought that looked really good. And let's see, is there anything else that stood out to me? That 7 Daily Sin game looked a little bit better than what I expected. What I didn't like that Sekiro anime that they previewed. The art style to me looked horrible. There was some indie filler that kind of just was like, I don't have to pay attention to this, and you know, and there was quite a bit of that. I didn't think there was too much. There was a lot of talking on stage that I didn't have to pay attention to. I was able to do other things while they were doing all the talking on stage. So I did think they talked a little bit too long. And but I think being that you're kind of out of that summer showcase season, and now that you're into like, you know, like you already saw all the big games that were coming out this year during Summer Games Fest and the Xbox Showcase, basically, I give the show a B. Like, because I wasn't expecting any like really big major announcements at the show. Like maybe just, you know, the couple updates that we got, and the Hollow Knight Silk Song, that was another good one. But yeah, I wasn't expecting to be blown away at this particular show. I just wasn't. So I'll give it a B.
All right. So what was your grade?
A B.
I gave it a B. Yeah, I gave it a B for time of year. Yeah, it's a B.
Okay. Now I'm gonna put this in the chat because I couldn't do it during our show. Game. Great. I'm gonna do A, B, C, D, or below. All right. I'll put that in chat. Go ahead and vote. Let's see what everybody is going to, now that people have let it simmer. I know there was a lot of hot feelings when it was going down. People were very not happy with the show. But let's see if anything has changed since earlier in the show. So, all right, I heard you, because I had to do something real quick, but I heard you mention Call of Duty was a standout. I heard you mention the anime for Sekiro.
Yeah, that looked horrible. Art style.
You said it looked horrible.
Yeah, the art style for that one was horrible.
Okay, good, because I was like, why is that there, bro? Like, how, like, why? There's I had a lot of questions happening while experiencing this freaking show. And it was just like, there were some moments where I was like, what the F is going on? This was pretty cool. I don't know if I actually missed this because I started the show. Yeah, I started the show.
Not in the pre-show?
It was in the, yeah, this is the pre-show.
Okay.
But I started into the pre-show. Like I didn't start before the pre-show started because I didn't have very high hopes, and I can't stand this dude. Like I don't like hearing him talk. He's a super pony. He's such an ass in that way. Maybe not in real life, but this persona I don't really care for. So all right. So overall, you thought it was a B. So Call of Duty was your favorite thing. Worst thing was
I think my favorite thing was that mech game. I don't know which one. I don't know what the name of it was, but it was like the mech game where it was a bunch of smaller mechs attacking the big mech in the middle, because it was something new. I haven't seen that one yet, so that was kind of like the game that kind of stood out most to me. Like I saw Ninja Gaiden 2, that looked cool to see like a little update on it during the show. I think that was Ninja Gaiden that they showed. But the mech game, that's the one that stood out to me the most.
Gotcha. Okay, and Hargeet, you're the most fresh from it. You literally just finished watching it. So what is your overall feel of the show, as far as like just anything you want to talk about from the show, but then ultimately give me the thing you like best about it. This was one of my favorite things right here. Long Gone. That shit look cool. It's like a Last of Us. So favorite things and then least favorite things. And then the
overall,
score,
overall, I thought it was reasonable for my expectations, just like Farrah was saying, it's Gamescom. I'm not expecting this to blow me away. So if it's good,
did you hear him start by saying that it turns as we thought E3 was gone, but it turns out it's just here, right?
Yeah.
That was setting himself
but-
up, trying to make it like E3 level of.
But understand what
greatness.
E3 is, right? E3 is you being able to preview and play the games. That was what E3 was. It was not about the showcases, which all left E3, right? It was really about being able to access the games in preview mode while you're there.
Gotcha. So
right.
he's
So a
being
lot of that stuff is
literal,
play days
like the
now.
actual E3.
Yeah,
event,
right. So a
not
lot of
the
that's
E3
play
season.
days, and a lot of the other part of it is like there's actual booths now of all these major publishers at Gamescom where you can actually preview all this stuff. But overall, like, so there weren't that many things that really stood out for me, mostly because of like the types of games. There's a lot of horror, and I just don't care. It's just for some reason I don't care. So even the headlining Resident Evil, okay, that's really just my feeling. Like, okay, I just don't care. It's just not for me. So I don't want to take that away from people who love that, right? So obviously that's a big game. It's hopefully going to do really well for them. It looks pretty crazy. But again, my enthusiasm for it is not there. I don't care. So there were a lot of those kind of games, which I just like, yeah, okay, whatever. There was a new trailer for Outer Worlds 2. And of course they had that same dude who is like doing all the funny stuff. So that was pretty funny. I think the big standout for me is Lego Batman.
That looked good.
It looks. I can't
Lego
wait
Batman
to play
looked
that. So, yeah, I want. I definitely want to go get that one when it comes out. It's next year, unfortunately, but at least it's there. It's coming out.
At least we're getting a Batman game.
The Lego Batman, yeah.
Yeah, at least we're getting a Batman game. Like
and it's
Batman.
like it's borrowing from like all of the major movies, right? So it's like this sounds awesome. I can't wait to see what they do with it. And it's back to actually being done by Telltale. So it actually will be a real Lego game, unlike that stupid attempt at a Lego game with Horizon. That was useless. This will actually have Lego components, which makes it fun, right? So, and on top of that, they're trying to do some new cool mechanics with the fighting, and there's actual difficulty levels. Like this, it sounds really good. I can't wait to try that. That's already like I'm going to pre-order that. It doesn't matter. I'm absolutely playing that game. And then the other great like little I don't know what you want to call it, but like surprise maybe was I think Farrah, you mentioned it, is Call of Duty is going to be 4-player co-op. Yeah. That's awesome. It's been so long since we've had a co-op freaking Call of Duty. Right. So yes, thank you. Maybe that's Xbox saying, hey, we need to have more co-op games. So or maybe they were already going to do that, but either way, I love that. I'm absolutely happy that that's happening. I'm hoping to buddy up and play that game, play that campaign and co-op. So that was pretty cool. Onimusha looks good again. Like it's fine. I don't know if the indie DLC was in this. I don't think it was, but they put out.
It was. They showed it. Okay, it looked pretty good.
Yeah, it looks great. I mean,
so that looks cool.
It's more indie.
Also coming to Switch.
Great.
Right.
Yes, that was huge news, bro. We're gonna talk about it a little later, but that's huge news. The first official Xbox game announced for Switch 2. We all were caught up in the whole Call of Duty,
which eventually will come.
Deal.
We know, right?
Oh yeah, we know it's gonna come, but we know it's not this one. So it's probably gonna be next year that 2026 is probably gonna be the year that Switch gets Xbox games.
World of Warcraft Midnight, the usual. Blizzard has crazy trailers. That trailer was fantastic. I don't know what the hell the game actually is going to do with it, but the trailer was fantastic. So crazy. No announcement of other platforms or anything. Still PC, but man, that looked really, really good. That trailer was just fantastic. And then the one more thing, Black Myth, the next game, right? The sequel, looks good. Whatever, cool, right? Next game, all right. Hopefully they don't do the whole stupid PlayStation.
We already know information on this, and it looks like, this is. I think we talked about this before, right? But like what's worse, right? Like not like not getting exclusives or getting exclusives then not getting an exclusive. You know, it's like, you know, what's worse? Like a girl saying, I'm not going to sleep with you because you're probably not going to be good in bed, or someone sleeping with you and then deciding not to sleep with you again. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that one cuts deeper because it's based off of fact and, you know, just a thought. Well, we kind of found out that apparently Sony is getting a lot of these one timers. You know what I'm saying? They get into bed with them one time and then they're gone. They don't re-up. No matter how successful said game might be, they're definitely not satisfied. So we're definitely going to talk about that later, but we got some info there for sure.
Yeah, other than that, like we saw another trailer for Ghost of Yotei, and like parts of it look good because it's cutscenes, and then parts of it when you actually are playing, you're like, I can't believe it's 2025 and it still looks like this. But anyway, it is what it is.
Big facts, dude. Big facts.
It's just like at times it looks good, and at times it's like, are we on PS3? Like, what is this? Like, there was a scene where they're just going through water, and I'm like, this literally looks like a freaking PS2 game. Like, what? Why? Okay, I don't know. Maybe it was just me. I don't know what it is, but like,
it's not just you, bro.
It just sometimes it looks good, and sometimes it looks like crap, and I'm like, I think I felt like that Ghost of Tsushima looked better in a lot of ways.
Right? I'm telling you,
why
is this way, bro?
And I hate to do that to the game. Like, I'm not the graphics guy, but it's like, dude, you're the company that says it's all about the high quality graphics. This just, I don't know. I don't get it, but whatever. Dude, there were so many other games that were shown that look stunning in comparison to that game.
Bro, how you gonna have that and then the next game is Resident Evil 9? You immediately looking like, what the fuck am I looking at?
Know,
it's like 2024 versus fucking 20. You know what I'm saying? Like 2020, like it's crazy. Or 2025 versus 2020 is so bad. I don't understand it. And you know, in a show where there's a lot of smaller devs putting out their games and they're all slapping you up. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ghost of Tsushima was one of the least impressive looking games that was there. And all they did was show cutscenes, right? That didn't really look that impressive, especially when you come off of seeing like, you know, any of these other games that really have been putting out the work there. They had cutscenes and it was like, okay, well, that looks, I guess, fine. Right, it's like that looks about normal, and then they do their fast cuts, right? Like their quick cuts of the action, so you just see like the slice in the blood instead of everything that surrounds it. But it's like, bro, like you can't take back the fact that you just showed us a few trailers. Like you just showed us a few trailers of your game and how like not good it looks. You know what I'm saying? So this didn't look good, and then we know it even looks worse when you're not in trailer form. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean that was kind of whatever. It is what it is. I'll still play it when it comes out on PC, right? Whenever they put it out on PC, I'll try to play it. But yeah, whatever. It is very interesting that that's what's happening with that game. But anyway, I'm interested to know what the heck is going to be their showcase for the PS5.
Supposedly
and PS5
there is
Pro.
one.
Yeah, because like the gen's coming to an end, and I don't know that Intergalactic makes it. I don't know what else they've got in their lineup that's going to. Do I think Saros is going to be the game that's going to push? Give me a break. Like it is what I don't know, right? I don't know what the hell they're going to do. The Spider-Man engine is what it is, right? That Insomniac engine is what it is. I don't know that they're going to push it there either. You know, they wanted to be equivalent to Hellblade. We will see if they can pull it off. That's not easy to do. It also costs a lot of money to update your engine. It's kind of a convenient thing for Microsoft to say, "Oh, hey, Epic, you're going to handle that. That's cool. We'll help." But you can take the majority of the headache and cost, and we'll just use it and showcase it for you. Yeah, there you go. But hey, this is the way it is. Yeah, I mean, like again, Xbox had a lot of stuff there. So they've kind of, you know, as far as a publisher, I think. I don't know if anybody had as much stuff as Xbox did. But, you know, whatever. We saw Hollow Knight again. Looks like it's coming out soon, along with, I guess we'll probably get the release date along with the release date of the ROG. because that was what Sarah Bond had said at June Showcase, right? That is coming out with as a launch title with the ROG, right? So I'm guessing October, right? That's our rumor. Is in October is when the ROG is releasing.
We'll find out tomorrow morning. That's when they're doing the
Yep.
Xbox stuff. Remember, we still got 2 more days of a show from Xbox.
Did you guys check out the Xbox podcast?
I did.
Yes, I did see that.
Yeah, that went over the whole ROG, right? So, yeah, I'm looking forward to all the stuff they're going to announce. Hopefully, there's more, and there'll be more and more stuff, right? As they update Windows to make it more console-like.
They're doing. I mean, they're making it pretty clear. Like they're putting in the work. This is all about making all of these things easier to do. He even mentions the idea. Like, I feel like they're going to, figure out a more seamless way to, move between different ways of playing, like going from your cloud to your console to your, TV to your mobile, whatever, the PC. Like, I feel like they're working on how to make that as seamless as possible, because sometimes, it is a little like when you do the PC to console, one of the things that I always do, because I've had it not work well, is if I know I'm playing the game not on console only, so if I'm gonna play the game on PC or mobile or anywhere else, I always exit out the game on Xbox, which kind of fucks up the idea of quick resume, right? Because if I know that I'm gonna be playing on my Steam Deck or something, then it's like, oh man, I got to make sure that save actually goes up into the cloud so that I can get it, right?
Yep.
So they have to figure something out with it, and I think it seems like that's their big ambition. Yeah, it's their big ambition.
But yeah, so like overall, it was decent, but for me, it wasn't that great because it was a lot of like horror games, which are like, okay. They had Monster Hunter times Final Fantasy. Like, okay, that was whatever. Again, the biggest ones for me were Lego Batman and I guess really the Indiana Jones DLC, which actually looks pretty interesting. So I was kind of considering, would I have the time to go back to that game? Just because of the sheer amount of games out there.
Did you beat the main game?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I loved it, man. That shit was so good.
Yeah. And so, like, will I go? I might end up going back because it looks interesting enough.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna play that.
But the rest of it, take it or leave it. I don't know. Like, again, Ghost of Yotei. Like, a lot of these were things we already knew about, right? So Ghost of Yotei, like, okay, fine. I'll pick it up when it's on PC. I'll probably pick up Black Myth Zongqi, whatever the new one. But yeah, the rest of it's like, yeah, okay, whatever. I don't know. It wasn't that standout. Again, the ones that I already know about, like Outer Worlds, I'm going to do that. Call of Duty, I'm going to do that. They're on Game Pass. I don't care. It's obviously I'm going to play those anyways. Outer Worlds 1 was great. Outer Worlds 2 is going to be awesome, I'm sure. But that one's a given. Keeper, they had an interview there. Nice, cool. But again, I'm just going to play it. It's on Game Pass. It's an Xbox game. I'm good to go, right? Indie DLC, I think I own the extended, right? So I already have the DLC. So whatever, right? So I have all that already. Nothing else really stood out for me. I don't really necessarily care about the rest. So Onimusha, Lego Batman, and then the other ones are like, here and there cool games. And then the Xbox games, of course, I'm just going to play those anyway. So that was kind of it. I don't, maybe I'll give it a C+, C, B minus in that range.
So around the same. I mean, I'm looking. Looks like C is the prevailing score right now with 41% of the votes. So surprisingly, though, there are a good amount of B's. So, D's are next at 17 and A's are at 6%. But C and B, I mean, C's at 41, B's at 36. So, there's people who were feeling the show quite a bit. Which, that's good. I'm glad it hit for you guys. I think it depends on how you grade it, right? So I think if you're looking at like what games were announced that you liked and what it meant to you, then yes, I could see you getting a B to this if you're, going through some of these games. Like I have a lot of games listed here that interested me. So I guess in that way you might think that it's a better score. The problem is watching this bitch and like the moments, like every interview they did was like, why is this here? Why are we watching an interview? Why aren't we just watching a trailer, moving on? These people can release blog posts. These people can do some other shit later. Like, why are we wasting time talking to people? That's old. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's old. We used to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are we regressing? The point was to get all those people off the stage. Look at Xbox. They go and they make the video, right? They make the video has the direct after the show, and that's where you're going to be able to talk to watch the people who work at the studio talk about the game. Cool. Before then, nah, man, don't force that shit on us. Nobody want to fucking listen to translators and shit doing all this stuff. Like, I just let me watch my show, bro. Next game. Come on.
Yeah, to your point, the only one of those that was actually good that I didn't just skip was that the song. The rest of it, I literally just went next. Like, I do not care what you're gonna say.
I honestly thought the song was gonna be like, oh my god, like we already know the song.
Yeah, I was about to skip it, and I'm like listening to it, and I'm like, this is.
But she was good, so good, bro. She was so good. Yo, Alfred's nailed it right here. I want a game show, not a talk show. Exactly. Yeah. Show me the games. Let me talk after. Say, hey, after our 2-hour show, we're gonna do a 30-minute show of just interviews if you're interested, right? Put the times that each one is going to go live. People can watch the ones they want to and don't want to and move on, but they're trying to force it. It's like, god damn you, such a pain in the ass. So you gave it like a C-ish, and
yeah, I mean, again, it's just not enough for me. And that's maybe unfair because look, it did have some pretty marquee titles in the horror genre, which I just go, meh. I don't
even
care.
Resident Evil,
even Resident Evil. I just can't get into them. I don't care, and it just like so pushes me away. And I'm like, there was plenty of good games here, I know, but it's just like, yeah, it's just not for me.
I don't know what it is. Like I feel like I've become a bit of a sucker for like a good horror, like good graphics horror game. You know what I'm saying? Like something that looks really good. I think I'm kind of a sucker for it. Like earlier in the pre-show, they showed this game Routine.
Yeah, which is coming to Game Pass again. It's a good horror game, but I'm like, I don't care. They had Silent Hill F again. I just don't care. And I know they're big games. I understand. And it's just like it just doesn't faze me. I don't care. Right? But it's just like somebody talking about Fortnite. For me, it's like, ugh, okay, yeah, whatever.
Listen, don't fucking hate. Fortnite is so good.
And I fully understand that. I recognize that millions of people play that game, billions of dollars made. I fully understand, but it's just not for me. It's like this is the part where I want to skip. I don't care.
I get it. I mean, they put a little trailer on there. Like, I don't want to see Fortnite. I don't need to see Fortnite anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Just tell me what's coming in my season on a tweet. I don't need to see shit. Just do it, and that's it.
Yeah, in a lot of cases, it's the same when they bring up like the Fallout 76 update or the Elder Scrolls Online. The Elder Scrolls Online updates, and I'm like, oh, okay, yes, I understand. Millions of people play, but next.
Nice. I feel that. All right, let me go. First of all, before we do anything else, because I didn't see it like an asshole, we had our boy, motherfucking Broke Boy Lewis, in the building. First super chat of the night, which officially makes him the double banger of the night because he was first in the building. He actually has, because he was number one and the first super chat, it's actually a higher ranking because he was number one. So depending on where you come in, if you're one of the top three in the first, that's a double banger. Then you get a triple banger if you're biggest. But he's the first and the first. That's good shit. So let me put him in here. You got Broke Boy, first super chat of the night. And of course, you got to give him a finger blast. You know what I'm saying? You can't let him go without getting finger blasted. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has to happen. So shout out to our boy, Broke Boy. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you so much. And then let me see. And then he's back with another $2 super chat that says, "Where's my double banger? CMoney, don't fuck around." Oh, look at that, Broke Boy. You got your double banger. Appreciate you, bro. All right. Where am I?
Wait,
Okay,
did you try to do the air horn thing? Because I don't. Did we hear that?
Did you hear it?
Did you guys
you
hear
get
the
the
air
double
horn?
banger?
No, I didn't hear
Maybe-
anything.
What?
I think
Yeah.
you must have like a noise canceling thingy on or something.
God damn it. All of that for nothing. Oh, yeah. Here it is right here. Double banger in the building. Finger blast. That worked?
Oh, now your mic stuff is crazy.
I don't know. That was something else. I heard like an R2D2 type thing.
Yeah, it sounded like Super Mario sounds.
When? Are you shitting me? Hold on.
Yeah, it was
What is
something like
happening
beep, 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 beep. I don't know. That's what I heard anyway.
And there's echo when I speak.
Is there?
Yes.
Hold on. What
Yes.
about now?
Yeah,
Did
it's
that work?
playing some piano thing.
There we go.
Yeah, you're a Super Mario fan, bro.
What?
Yeah, it's playing some piano thing.
Oh,
I
so
don't
it
know what
wasn't
that
that you couldn't hear it. It was that it was playing something different.
First, it
No,
wasn't
okay.
really. It was not audible, but now it's audible. But it's now playing a piano thing instead of what it should be playing is that. But it's not doing that.
Yeah, it should.
We just heard it now.
What?
That was me,
That was not.
and I can hear myself.
Yeah, maybe Doodle's microphone still on or
they
something.
changed it. Oh shit! It changed. Hold on. Motherfucker! It changed. Yeah. Yep. Well, no finger blasting. I got to set this back up. I don't know what happened. You know what? We had lost power. I think maybe when it lost power, it like reset it. And yeah, so that was piano. So hold on. Let me put everything back on that was supposed to be on because that way it doesn't sound like shit as well.
Yeah, now he sounds better.
Okay. Now it should sound good.
Yep. And if you want me to play them, here you go.
There you go. Hargeet's gonna finger blast you guys tonight. Okay, you're gonna get the special finger blasting. Okay, so when we need a finger blast, you know our boy Hargeet's coming through. All right, that's what we're doing. All right. So let me tell you my list and see if any of these games jog your memory from when you watched it. Okay, I had Long Gone, which was the that first one. It reminds me of like a
It was
pixelated Last of
decent.
Us.
That was decent, right? It was kind of like that zombie. Everybody else is like dead, whatever, right?
Yeah, it looked
and
like
you're
The Last
just-
of Us. Even he had like
Yeah.
a backpack, wearing similar clothes. He was dressed more like Ellie, but still,
Yeah.
I think it worked. And
Okay.
and then Valor Mortis looked interesting. That was the one basically right after. It had like that Civil War look. And then Routine, Game Pass Day 1, that should look good. Swords of Legends. I feel like I don't even remember that, but I wrote it down. And then Road Kings for sure. Road Kings is that tractor trailer game. I don't know if you saw it. You're like taking like you have a
tractor
load to
sim.
run. Yeah, you have
Yeah.
to make that deposit
Like,
and
It's
save the
not,
people.
not like tractor as in like farm tractor. This is like a 18-wheeler, you know.
yeah, like a trailer. Yep.
Yeah, you're dropping shit off everywhere.
Yeah. But in danger, you saw there was like a tornado and shit.
Yeah.
It looked like it was going to be a big deal. Looked like it'll be fun. So
Oh yeah, the
I
trucker
had
game.
that,
Yeah, that did look good.
right? The trucker game.
Yeah.
Then obviously Black Ops 7, amazing. We're going to talk about that a little later by itself because we got a shit ton of Black Ops 7 news that is going to
And
be exciting.
Swords of Legend was like another Chinese game.
Yeah.
It was that action RPG type thing.
Oh, like a Souls-like type.
yeah.
Oh, the
yeah.
one that I thought that looked like Wu Chang. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, it does seem a little bit like the same vein of all the ones that keep coming out right now.
Yep. Which when I was watching
looks okay. Yeah, it looks
it was
okay.
frustrating because I was like, oh, another Souls-like. But I mean, like when they look good, they look good. You know what I'm saying? Like it's cool, but it's like, how many
shit.
times
I
can
didn't
you
know
have that?
Shenmue 3 is coming to Xbox and Switch. Nice.
Yep. Yeah.
Heck
We were
Enhanced and all the good stuff.
yeah.
What was
we
that?
Were gonna,
It's like fully enhanced, apparently. Like with all the
Nice.
so
features. Yeah.
pretty much everything that was once PlayStation exclusive is just found a way to abort ship. You know what I'm saying? Just be like, I'm out.
Finally. When's it
Let me
coming
get
out?
out of here. I
They didn't give a
don't-
date.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have it as one of my news things.
I hope it's
but
Play Anywhere. That'd be fucking awesome.
that would.
You gotta check if the
but yeah.
current Shenmue games are Play Anywhere. Because if the other ones are, then there's a good chance.
Yeah, so Shenmue 3 is coming again. Everybody's going multi-plat if they can. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just clearly what they're trying to do. So obviously Blackout 7 was fired. Then I had the Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, phenomenal. That shit was just
So now I want to know from all those
Too
people who
much.
said the Battlefield 6 is going to demolish and destroy Call of Duty and it's going to die.
there everybody
Is
Yo,
everybody still in the
let me
same
tell you
energy?
something. I have it. Let me talk about this for a second, bro.
We haven't even
These
seen the full thing.
Battlefield 6 dudes are cracked. Okay, they are obsessed. I never had so many comments. All right, and I'm talking there. I believe this is what I gotta say. This is the truth. It's funny that Call of Duty ended up with Xbox because it's very clear that Battlefield extremists are the ponies of this game. Okay, that's just what they are. In the war between Call of Duty and Battlefield, there's regular Battlefield players that are just happy that they're getting Battlefield and they're excited and they understand that no matter what happens, Call of Duty is Call of Duty. You're not gonna fuck with Call of Duty. That's staying over there. You're staying over here. You play your game, they play their game. Everybody's happy. But there's those Battlefield extremists, right, who want to be like, oh, Call of Duty is dead, right? So if you remember on our show on Friday, right, we went ahead and talked about how the hype was dying down for Battlefield 6, meaning the first week everybody was happy, everybody was loving, everything was great. Second week, people were not as happy. Demo spent mad time talking about all the things that were kind of throwing people off and the different shit that people were upset about, right? We talked about it. We showed things from other people who were talking about it. And all we did was break out that video, okay, and put it by itself. And every single comment in there are for some fucking crazy Battlefield fucking psycho who's so mad. It's like, bro, calm yourself, dude. Like, calm the fuck down. All right.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a shit. If you want to go get Battlefield tattoos, go do it, bro. Tattoo your asshole. I don't care. Okay. Don't matter to me. Calm yourself. It's not going to be Call of Duty. Just accept it. Accept it and just walk away. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
The
Scrub
hell's
Nurse
all that
on
crazy shit?
Sunday on our Web Dave podcast. He mentioned the thing that it's pretty obvious. This is what happens, right? There's a hype cycle, right? There's like the game's coming. Okay, I gotta buy it. I gotta play. Oh, I'm so excited. And then you have like a few months of like, this is awesome. It's awesome. And now I'm bored, right? And it's like this game sucks. It doesn't have enough content. They need to do this. But then the next game starts to come out. It's the same hype cycle starts again, right? And there's always a hype cycle for everything. Like it is what it is. People say COD sucks right now. When they finally find out all the things about it, everybody's gonna play it anyway. They're all gonna come flocking, and
Exactly.
it is what it is. Both can exist. To me, the beauty is these are both Game Pass games, just one's delayed, right? Fine, whatever. You're still going to get it in Game Pass either way. And one of them is day and date, the bigger one. So you get to just play. I'm happy both are coming out. I love the competition. If Battlefield 6 being good means that Call of Duty will be even better, that's freaking phenomenal, right? That is good stuff for everybody. We want that. But I don't see them killing each other. Like the chances of Battlefield killing COD is like, it's just very low.
Yeah, in the same thing other way around. Like an amazing COD is not going to kill Battlefield. The only thing that kills Battlefield is Battlefield.
Exactly.
People have chosen COD and they've already walked away. Like the people who chose COD are like the people who play Fortnite. They don't care. They don't care what else is happening. They're going to play the next COD. They don't give a shit if Battlefield makes the best Battlefield game in the world. It's never going to be a Call of Duty game. So it's separate and they don't care. So the only thing that happens with Battlefield is they have a maximum pool of players, okay, that would ever play their game, okay? And if they make the best version, they're opened up to the max amount of players. As soon as they do shit that those people don't like, that closes, and less of those players return to play, and they just don't play Battlefield. That's all. Or maybe they stick to an old Battlefield or some other shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? These other games are still in existence. They didn't blow up or die or go away. You can go back and play almost any Battlefield game, right? So it's like, just kind of is what it is, but the emotions are wild. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very simple. Like, one's a Goliath, one is very strong. You know what I'm saying? Just let them be in their own lanes. Nobody would talk about Battlefield that way if people didn't try to put Battlefield in a different lane. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it in its lane, and that's it. All right, done so. But continuing on, I had that Batman game, Legacy of Dark Knight, fire. Cannot wait. Again, super, like I'm a huge Batman fan. As far as like, I have a bunch of statues of him around my area down here. He's my favorite superhero for sure, easily. And it really, really annoyed me when I found out that Rocksteady just wasn't working on a next gen, Batman, but instead they were working on fucking Suicide Squad, and who now they don't even exist. I guess they're working with Xbox now, right? 100 Star is the Batman team. So we'll see what they're going to make. I'm very excited for that. But like for me, it was the worst to know that there wasn't going to be another Batman game, especially when the trajectory was so strong. Like Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Knight, like they were just crushing it, man. I mean, some would argue Arkham City was the best one, but Arkham Knight is no slouch, man. If you remove the tanks from there, or at least the frequency of the tank situation, you'll be in like much better shape when you look back at that game. But all phenomenal games, and it's just the next game would have been that much better, but instead we didn't get it. And now we have Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. And the way they explain this game gets me really hyped. First of all, it's a regular game, right? It's a third person. It just happens to be in Lego form and is going to embrace Lego aspects, but it's not like the typical, almost side scrolling, but from an isometric view, or, like this higher camera that's following around. It's a real game, gonna have Lego stuff in it, but it feels like a Batman game. You know what I'm saying? Here it is right here. Oh man, perfect timing to talk about it. It looks so dope. It has obviously the comedy of it, but obviously you can see that they're doing a lot of callbacks to all of the more popular movies and the deep cuts. A lot of the quotes that they used are from some of the older stuff, the more popular stuff. They're building, like Cargi said. So it's all in there. And it's just an open world, dude, just like Arkham, right? And the graphics look great. I mean, it's Lego. Like, it looks like the Lego movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looks phenomenal. Voice acting is funny. Voice acting is good. I'm really pumped for it. Oh, and you can drive any vehicle. I mean, they have multiple Batman vehicles, I guess, from maybe different eras that are going to be in there, and you can drive the whole, city in them. You can shoot from rooftop to rooftop. I mean, this is fire, bro. Like, I'm so pumped for this. Cannot wait. When is it? Is it 2026? All right. Yeah, I would say this is probably my, similar to you, Herky, I would say this is my biggest surprise of the show. Like, for something that I didn't know was coming, I think this was my game that I'm most excited for, because
Yeah, that and it's
That's-
like a DC thing that's actually like a Batman game, right? You're finally getting something cool, and it also happens to be a Lego game. Like, yes.
yeah, and supposedly there's 7 playable characters. So
Yeah.
the story seems like it's going to span a big amount, and you're probably going to take control over other people at certain points. It's fire.
Yeah, it's it has Batman, of course, Jim Gordon, Robin, Nightwing, Batgirl, Catwoman, and Talia al Ghul. So all of those you'll be able to play as.
Yeah, that's sick. That's sick.
Yeah.
So then I have Onimusha Way of the Sword, which was phenomenal for me. Again, you and I got to see it behind closed doors
Yep.
at Summer Games Fest. And it was a whole different segment that they showed us that looked amazing. And then this is just more of that, which is super dope. So very happy with that one. Europa's 5, and there's like another word to it. I think that one's like a it's in the vein of like Age of Mythology and like Our History Untold. A game that I probably wouldn't have been attracted to before, but having played those games, it's like right in that vein. I almost kind of mistaken it for possibly like a sequel to one of those games or something in that family, but it wasn't. So the fact that this game Europa's 5, it looks really good. So definitely something I'm interested in. And then when I saw it, when Xbox posted it as a Game Pass game that just released, I saw the name. I was like, what fucking game is that? Like, I didn't look into it or anything. I just let it be. And I was like, all right, whatever. And I just moved on. But then during the show, fucking game's here. Void Breaker. I knew exactly what that game is. We saw it once before and it looked great back then. Now it looks amazing still. And it's out already. Day 1, PC Game Pass. Bro, that's fire. That's fucking fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm talking about, dude. Like, that's the way Xbox rolls. That's an amazing get. Very excited to hop into that one. Then Indiana Jones and the Order of the Giants is another one that was huge for me. Releases September 4th. I loved the first indie. Obviously, we reviewed it on the channel. We loved it. Amazing game. And obviously getting to play more of it is awesome, right? Love that they're doing an expansion. It looks great. And I cannot wait to play more. That's coming September 4th. But, Hargi, you mentioned it, but I find it such a big deal. And I guess I don't know why. Maybe I'm the only one. But, like, it's literally been confirmed that this is a Switch 2 game coming next year. Not the DLC. I mean, I'm assuming it will come with it. But the main, like, Indiana Jones is dropping next year into Game Pass. I'm sorry, onto the Switch 2, and that's officially the first confirmed, hey, this is happening game from Xbox going over there. And like I said, I know I mentioned it, but honestly, when you think about it, Call of Duty hasn't been on Switch yet, right? And this year we know this one is not on Switch, so that means I would assume next year's is the one that's going to be on Switch. So if you look at next year, that's on Switch. This one's on Switch. There's a rumor that that Starfield is dropping next year. Obviously, we already talked on PlayStation with the expansion that's going to drop everywhere. But then also supposedly Switch 2 is going to get Starfield, which is the rumor. So, I feel like maybe Xbox decided to break it up a little bit. So like this year they want to focus on PlayStation and taking over that storefront, you know what I'm saying? And just owning PlayStation and basically putting PlayStation in a position where they're just like, okay, this is what we're going to do going forward. We're putting everything everywhere. Let's keep it a buck and be done with it. Great. And then next year, it looks like they're planning to obviously not convert Nintendo, because I don't think they would put their games anywhere ever. Mostly because a lot of people are probably not interested in getting their games on another platform for the most part. But I think next year's Xbox is assault on the Nintendo store, and to see if they can make any wiggle room in there, maybe dethrone some of these lesser Nintendo properties, and get some real stuff over there. I don't know. I feel like next year is going to be a huge year for Xbox, man. Huge year for Xbox.
I mean, they have their major franchises coming out. There's supposedly, the OEM next gen game, console coming out.
Honestly, that's pretty much
It's gonna be a
locked,
big
right?
year.
That's
Yeah.
pretty much locked. Next
It's
year,
gonna be a
100%
big
there's going to be a console, right? If you listen to everything that's been going on, I don't know if you saw that other dude who's been with Xbox hardware for like 30 years or some shit, just came out and did like a tweet saying like, as we sunset the Xbox Series, consoles or whatever, like pretty much like, why would they wouldn't talk about it this year if next year wasn't the start, right? So let's just call it what it is. Next year we're getting a new console. This year we're getting a new handheld. Next year we're getting a new console. And honestly, like we're probably gonna talk about this either on Thursday or Friday, because that video and that tweet are part of like the same thing I do want to get to be able to actually cover it. But I mean, based off how they talked, Hargy, you watched the thing. Based on how they talked, they're treating this handheld as if it were their own, like as if they were the ones in fact making it. Like that's how much work they're putting into it, right? Like they are hand in hand developing this console or this handheld with ROG Ally, right? With Asus. This is not a, hey Asus, you got an extra handheld over there? Can you do me a favor and put Xbox on there? Just add the button. They'll never know. Just add the button. No, this is an Xbox joint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like this is Xbox making this handheld with their manufacturing partner, but they're actively doing is spending like all day, every day. There's a group of people from Xbox who are working on this, right? And to that end, that OEM console next year, I think we're looking at the same thing, right? I think we're looking at an Xbox joint. It's just made by someone else, but they're going to be sitting there, they're developing it, they're doing everything that's required for this thing. And I think ultimately we're in for an amazing new world of hardware when it comes to gaming, bro. Like it's crazy, but we are talking an asinine amount of new hardware that could be coming our way. Remember, the deal is for multiple hardware pieces that they're working with AMD, right? Not just one, not just two, right? Multiple. So that's gonna be it's gonna be huge. Another big game that for me was Deadpool VR. Now I know I haven't played Batman VR yet, even though I have it sitting there looking at me. This one got me excited because I want to get to the Batman. I want to get to Deadpool, right? Like I want to get Deadpool and check that out. So that looks good. Toxic Commando. I don't know if you guys remember that one. They showed that at a different show, a different time. And this new look at it was really dope. It's the one. It's like it's made by John Carpenter, right? So it's John Carpenter's Toxic Commando. It's like zombies and killing shit, but it's also, it's very like arcade like almost. It looks graphically really impressive, so it looks really good. Another one was Cinder City. I know, Demo, you didn't see most of this stuff yet because it's all playing now, but Cinder City is like this MMO, but like from
From the makers of Atomfall.
Oh
Or
no, I don't.
no,
No. It's a
not Atomfall, but Atomic Heart.
Oh, Atomic Heart. No, not that one either. Cinder City. It's a MMO, like a multiplayer game. I think it was like from, if I'm not wrong, it's like from Korea or something like that. Like South Korea or some shit like that. It's one of those Asian games that just look super dope. Look very good graphically. Kind of gave me like Division feels at some point. Kind of give me that vibe. But at the end of the day, I think it's going to be a fun looking game. There's another one called the Divine Comedy, but it was like Ga Divina Comedia. I think it's a different language. I'm assuming that's what it translates to, the Divine Comedy. That looked pretty good. And then I don't know about you guys, but I am so pumped for Chronos. Is anybody else on the Chronos boat by Bloober Team?
Not really, bro. Not really into horror games. Just like hard
God
geek.
damn it.
We the entire horror gang.
Apparently,
But, no, it
Sparrow,
looks
you
pretty.
too?
It looks pretty good. I'll probably give it a shot. It's on Game Pass, right?
It's not in Game Pass.
It's not on
No.
Game Pass. Then I will
Mm-mm.
probably be play. I wouldn't be playing it. Yeah, but if they put it on Game Pass, I give it a shot. It's just like horror games, bro. They're so played out, bro. It's just like too many of them. Same with Souls. It's just like boring. My opinion. I know a lot of people love them, but it's just like not my cup of tea. I'd rather play some other stuff. I have very limited time right now, so I'm getting very very picky what I play. It's not like before. Yeah.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. And that's, the crazy shit is that's life, right? And that's what the biggest
Yeah.
battle that these games are facing is like time is not kind, right? Like it's just it goes by so fast. There's so little time to do anything. So yeah, I feel that. Another one was Delta Force, which I know Demo you've talked about. I didn't know that the campaign was also free.
Yeah, the campaign. That's what I did a post saying that this game. One of the posts that I made was like, Delta 4 is completely free. It has a campaign. It has an extraction mode, and it also has like a battlefield type mode, and even a new close quarter mode that they are gonna release soon enough, and it's just like free. And everybody was copying for for games like Marathon that do extraction at $40, and they want to charge you a premium price. So I've been playing Delta Force for a long time. Like since it released on PC, and now they released it on console today, actually. So that's dope. And if you want to
Nice.
check it out, go for it, man. It's pretty cool. Pretty chill game. The campaign, the Black Hole Down, is amazing. It's very realistic. Like the gameplay of this game changes based on the mode that you play. Like if you're playing the Call of the Battlefield type mode, that is like beat battles with tanks and all that. The game plays one way, and when you're playing the extraction mode, the games play another way. And also when you're playing the campaign, it becomes even more realistic, and it sort of like gets into this slower pace, and you have to be very careful with everything that you do because it's brutal. Like you got a certain amount of bullets that you carry. You only have one person who can keep bullets in the team, and they give you limited bullets, so you have to make do with whatever. So it's extremely punishing and very hard. Like the times that I played that, like I never beat the first level. Like I played like obviously with randoms. One of my boys and randoms, and they always fuck up. They always go out there and die. And why? Because they think that the game is just like Call of Duty or something that you can just run and gun. And it's very, very, very strategic. It reminds me a lot of like I don't know. You would I'll probably like the Solcon games, like it's very tactical. You have to take positions, you have to watch,
Yeah.
overwatch, all of that. So it's very, very punishing, and it's not it's not a piece of cake. But
So
definitely go
I'm
check
gonna
it
die a
out.
lot, is what you're saying.
Yeah, he's really like every action you take in that game, he actually has meaning. So you have to play almost perfect to beat the levels. So very good game though, indeed.
Yeah. So that one definitely had me. And then I don't know. Well, I guess this is going to be a spoiler for you, but
Mhm.
they're making another game. I don't know if you saw it, but it's called Project Spectrum, and it's a horror game.
Is this one on screen right now?
No. This is not a game, bro. This is what I'm telling you right now. I was going through this shit, and it's like, what is happening? Right? What game is this? And then you go and you find out that it's look, you're gonna see it. Everybody was thinking that this is like some other shit like Quantum Break 2 or some
Uh-huh.
other crazy crap, right? And you're gonna fucking look at this and be like, what the fuck? It's a goddamn commercial for Gamescom.
man, get the hell out of here, bro.
Bro,
You for
during the
real?
show, we have this on. Everybody's like, "Oh my god, what the fuck is this? This is crazy. This is weird." No, done. Nada.
That just crazy, man. That's just
Ain't that
crazy.
some shit? Just for that alone, I drop it a letter. Like that's
Yeah.
crazy to do. That's crazy to do to people. The hell is that shit? But yeah, so
And that's another thing that I wanted to say. Even though I haven't watched the show, I already seen the anime. What was it? Sekiro. The anime thing is like, man, I'm sorry, bro, but there's a place for shit like that, man. And even if they show whatever other adaptation and all that, bro, like, why don't you just do that? At TV shows, awards, and all that. Like, why do you have to do it here? Like, nobody gives a shit. They just like, we here into gaming, bro, not to watch TV and all that, bro. Nobody cares about TV shows and shit. At least not. I really don't give a damn. And it's just like it slows down the show, and it's also confusing because a lot of people who are new to gaming, they don't really understand. They're thinking that this is a game and all that. Just like it's like a freaking mess, man. Just don't do it, bro. Like, don't do it. It's just bad. Just bad stuff, man. Straight up.
Agreed.
But yeah, but Skillet Show, of course, we're gonna get to see some cringe and some of the fun stuff that that he thinks is fun that he likes to do, but whatever. And I mean, that's cool. I mean, it is what it is. What are we gonna do?
Yeah, I feel that. I mean, they did show Fallout 2, which the show, which, I mean, for me, the fact that it's Fallout, it had a really, really great first season. Second season is taking place in New Vegas. The hype around that is crazy. I mean, they have to be announcing the Fallout 76 New Vegas expansion, or maybe they're remaking New Vegas. There was a rumor. Remember that rumor? Somebody that they were remaking or remastering New Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
definitely a possibility. So I just didn't like the fact that they did a fucking interview beforehand. It's like, bro, just play the trailer. You know what I'm saying? Just play the trailer. I don't want to hear no one talk.
But the trailer, that trailer does lead to you to believe that there is a New Vegas remaster, though, because the next season is taking place in Vegas.
So you feel like it's possibly coming. You know what
possibly, yeah.
It's possible. I'm ready for whichever, but definitely excited because I never played New Vegas. Supposedly it was the best one, but it's too old for me now. Like, I would never think it's the best one if I played it now. You know what I'm saying? I'll be sitting there like, what the fuck am I looking at? This old ass shit, right? I can't. It's too late. Too old. Remaster that shit. There's certain things that are a time and a place. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to live through a time to really appreciate it. I did live through it. I just never played it. So, all right. The other thing for me was obviously Outer Worlds 2, which looked amazing. We got another trailer for it.
But that's the thing, CMoney. It's like shit that we know that it is coming, and it's just like not exciting anymore.
Yeah,
it's just
for
like,
a game
why?
show,
Why? I mean, I get it.
Sure.
I get it, and we want to see updates about it, but like, that's like a game that is a given. It's already come on.
That's what this shit is. Is just advertisements now, bro. Like, that's what they do. They advertise here so that that's when now the release date's there, and now it's coming out October 29th, and people are gonna pre-order it or wish list it or whatever it is, and call it. I mean, it did look great though. Like, I mean, we've already had some trailers from it. We just saw a trailer this June, so this was a different trailer. It was a nice trailer. But as much as like that's the case, I agree with you. I don't like. That's why when you see Gamescom and they're like throughout the week, they're telling you every game that they're going to show you. It's kind of like, what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? But they know that people are not going to be hyped for recycled content, right? So they know that people are not going to be hyped to see the same, the same game again and again. So they tell you ahead of time, like, hey, we're getting an update. It's an update. Look, an update's coming. And it's, I don't know. I understand it, but it's not great. It's not great. but that it did look good. I really did enjoy it. And let's shout out to fucking Obsidian, right? Like these motherfuckers, they got 3 games this year. Avowed, which is fucking game of the year contender for me. Amazing. They have Grounded 2, which phenomenal early access game. Looks so good. So fun. A great game to play. We did a early access review on it. Definitely check it out. And now Outer Worlds 2. Now I will say this though, it does make sense, right? Like I want to know if you see it the way like me and Doodle were looking at it. It's clear when you see Avowed and you see Outer Worlds 2 that these are like sister games, right? Obviously, in as far as the studios are concerned, of course, but I mean, like these are literally games that are like they share the same exact engine, right? Like it's the identical looking game for the most part, right? Like there's not some big like advantage over this and Avowed, right? Like Outer Worlds 2 doesn't look better than Avowed does, just looks different, right? Different place, different type of game, so automatically graphically it does change that. But it's clearly just in the same family, right?
Yeah. I have to agree with you to an extent though, but I gotta say that I don't know, Outer Worlds 2 just look more expensive. I don't know if y'all can agree with me. Just look more
Because it's
flashy,
shiny.
more yes. He has like
Yeah, because there's a lot more
this
metals.
aura, right? You can call it aura that Avowed didn't have. Like it's just my opinion. I feel like Outer Worlds they got a bigger budget. It just looks that way, and you can tell by the special effects and everything in there. It just look more, I don't know, more elaborated, more like like they worked on it a lot more that in Avowed. Just that's just the way I see it. And then I looked at it as I don't know if you've seen the preview with IGN that they had like I think it's like a 15-minute gameplay or something like that they were showing all the stuff. Like if you compare, you start seeing how great Outer Worlds look when compared to Avowed. But like you say, it's different settings, and I'm more into sci-fi, so maybe that's just me.
Yeah,
being
that's what I was
biased
gonna
towards
say
the
because I'm
setting.
more of a
Yeah.
fan. Like I prefer the aesthetic of
Of
like
fantasy.
nature. You know what I'm saying? So Avowed has like the perfect aesthetic, outrageously stunning game. Like that world they created is insane. This is Voidbreaker, by the way, that's on the screen right now. This is the one that's
Oh
out
yeah.
now and it's on PC Game Pass, which is fire. Um,
Awesome.
but yeah, I mean, look, the budget first of all, you gotta remember Avowed was supposed to be last year's game and Outer Worlds supposed to be this year's game, right? So they had another year theoretically, without a doubt, to do that, polish up the game. But it's just for me, it's clear when I look at them, I still like they're very much in the same family of game, right? Like
Yeah.
these are not two different companies, like they were not two different sides. Like Grounded looks different, right? Like whatever, even if it's the identical engine, which I think it is, it looks like they have their own pipeline, right? They're not necessarily sharing like that with everybody else. Whereas I feel like Obsidian and Avowed, outside of assets, right? Like just everything else just has like that same kind of feel to it, which is good. I mean, again, I'm not knocking it because I do love the way Avowed looks. So it just looks similar, which is good. And I don't expect it. It's releasing in the same year, right? It's different if it's releasing in a different year and you're like, hold on, why does this game look so close in quality to the other one, right? So you definitely want a difference at some point. And then Vampire Bloodlines, the Masquerade 2 or Bloodlines 2, the Masquerade. I don't know if you guys saw that demo. Obviously, you didn't see it yet, but that shit. I don't know if you guys played The Darkness or if you remember that game, The Darkness, on 360. Dope ass game, right? That game and this game, Vampire Bloodlines 2, that they have like that similar feel. Like it's like it reminds me of the other one. This one looked really good. I was very pleasantly surprised by how good it looked. And then the last one for me, outside of, I mean, Ghost of Yote wasn't a highlight. Ghost of Yote was like the shit that is like, what am I? It was like their last chance to impress me. It was like, oh, okay, so you're not gonna. Okay, cool. Just forget it. But Resident Evil Requiem, that was my last thing that was shown. That was a crazy big thing for me. That the Black Myth Wukong thing, We'll talk about it in a little bit, but that's fine, whatever. But Resident Evil, man, goddamn, does that shit look amazing? That gameplay that they show on this one is insane. So, whew, very, very good, very, very good. So, I mean, when you start listing out all the games that you like, it can lead you. I can see where the bees can come in, but it's just for the show in general. My 2.5 hours of life, it was a C. It was a C. They did too much other bullshit that was just a waste of my time. I feel like they didn't really respect my time too much, filling it with a bunch of nonsense.
It was long. It was like
it felt long because
like
of
2
moments
hours.
like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're just sitting there watching these people talk, and it's like, you know what? Guess what? I could give 3 shits about this lady. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about her. I care about Lucy in the show, not her outside of the show. Okay, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, you're not putting on a role play for us with all of them dressed in their outfits and they're coming out here but making believe that they're still the character. They're just out here talking. Like, this dude, he was so nervous, bro. You could see how he was talking and how he was acting. It's like, what are you doing? You're an actor. What are you so nervous for? Calm down, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's a different crowd too. To be fair, it's a
It
different
is, because he
crowd.
knows he shouldn't be there. He feels it. He's like, why am I
Probably,
here?
yeah.
He's like, what is this
Yeah.
happening?
He's probably
You know,
like, money is good, but this is corny. And we all been in that situation before, right? Like, money is good and this is corny. And you get nervous and you get like this. But I don't think this was like a bad thing though. It's just like, the way I see it, like, there should be a place for shows and there should be a place for games. Keep them separate, right? Because like a lot of people that I know who play video games don't give a shit about no shows. They're like, bro, I don't watch TV, I just play games. For the most part, it's like that. But I mean, it is what it is. It's a nice
Yeah.
little touch. At least it could have been worse. It could have been the Muppets or something. Like, so.
It could have been. It could have been. That's true. That's true. Now, Demo, obviously, you did not watch the whole thing, but you've watched some of it.
Yeah,
Just based off what you've seen so far and maybe some of the discussions. What are your feelings so far, just from what you watched?
Okay, so I mean, right now we got a lot of people on stage, and I did like the preview though. The previews to before the what is it like they call it, like before the actual
pre-show?
show, the pre-show, right? I actually seen a couple of interesting games in there, so I thought that was good. And the Lego game looks pretty fun. I mean, Lego games are crazy. I like which was like the Skywalker Saga. Lego game is pretty good. And Hardkey for sure had to buy this one because he bought Lego Horizon. So you cannot buy Lego Horizon and then come over here and skip this one, Hardkey. Like,
Did they show a Star Wars one?
No. They have the Skywalker Saga, which is a Lego game, which is pretty good too. Like, you can. It's actually, I think it's on Game Pass still, if I'm not wrong. But I mean, the Call of Duty stuff. I'm excited to see the whole trailer, but I've seen chunks of stuff here and there. The wall bouncing that they have now. They have like a wall jumping and a bunch. I don't know if we're gonna get later into that.
Yeah, we're gonna talk all about Call of Duty.
I thought that was cool. Yeah, and no, it just looked fire, man. It just looks so clean, right? Like I don't know, the animations, the weapons, everything looks super clean. I'm looking forward to that one, and that's it. I think so far that's everything that I could tell. That I'm like, oh my god, I'm not interested a lot in like Souls. Like it seems like there's an epidemic, right, of horror games and Souls games. It's just like, right, like I get it, and I'm happy for those people who enjoy those type of games. But like, it's like, okay, where are the multiplayer games? New multiplayer games with new ideas. I know they show Peak at the very beginning. Very, very fun game. It's only $4 or $5 on Steam. Go ahead and check it out. I've been playing.
Dude, that shit sold 10 million copies.
Yeah. But that's just fun. That is actually fun. So I like ideas like this. There's this other one by Developer that I've seen that it wasn't shown here, but it was like, it's called Stick It to the Stickman. I don't know if you guys seen that one. That one is fire. I put it on my wish list from Devolver Digital. I love Devolver.
Did you?
Yeah. I did put it on my. Yeah, I'll probably show you some gameplay later on. But Yeah, so far so good. I don't think this is a bad show. It's just like I suspected for Geoff Keighley. Based on what I've seen so far, this is like out of C for me at the moment. Up to here to Fallout. And then we'll see. You know, then we'll see. But not too bad, man. It could have been worse, like I said.
Yeah. Agreed. Agreed. I mean, and look, there was definitely other games that were shown, and if they were, your cup of tea, then that's good. You probably got more out of it. Um, but any last words on Gamescom before we move on to the rest of the show?
No,
I need to
Nada?
see more.
no, just waiting for the pre-orders to open up tomorrow. Hopefully,
Pre-orders for
LAX.
Rog?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
shit,
yeah. That's
bro!
what I'm hoping for.
I'm having such a busy day tomorrow. If that shit goes live, y'all motherfuckers better hit me up on Twitter, on Discord, or somewhere, because I ain't even gonna be able to see what's going on. Tomorrow I got 2 sets of kids starting their first times. I got the little ones going to school for the first time, and then my oldest going to college for the first time.
Oh
So
wow,
tomorrow is gonna
that's
be a
gonna be
crazy
busy.
day for us.
It's gonna be a special
Um,
day.
very
Yeah.
special day. But I gotta buy this thing. You know what I'm saying? So you just hit me up some way, somehow.
I would hope it doesn't. I would think it wouldn't sell out just because the handheld market has been niche to this point. But if it sells out, that would say a lot.
Pretty good.
It would say a lot if it sold out in the initial batch.
That'd be real crazy. That'd be real crazy. Especially the more expensive one. That's the one I'm afraid of. Because I'm definitely not getting the other one. I mean, unless somebody in here wants the other one, but chances are everybody's gonna want the X.
For docking, you want the X.
Yeah, for sure. Because if you dock it with the power, is actually gonna look good.
Yeah, it has the port. Like there's a different port between the two, and the X has a better port for docking.
So that.
Interesting.
All right. Okay, let me take my chapter. Let's get started. We're about to talk about that single player game that is the game that no PlayStation fan said would ever come. No single player games allowed on Xbox, right? And yeah, it's coming. So let's go ahead and let me get my chapter here, or at least it's a rumor. But again, we're gonna treat rumors like they treat rumors. You know what I'm saying? All right. So again, PlayStation fanboys' worst nightmare: a PlayStation single player game making its way to Xbox. Well, over at VGT Gaming News, they rounded up some information here. The rumor is that the little game that could, Returnal, PlayStation exclusive game that released on PlayStation 5, and Sony loved it so much that they bought the studio who made it. And now the rumors is that they are going ahead and trying to bring it over to Xbox. So there are some news bits that for me this kind of stuff I'll read through it so we can kind of get the whole picture of what he's saying, but it doesn't really matter to me. Sony's demands for the port, the cut is expected to be higher than usual, 70%. Yeah, well, probably not. They're looking for Xbox to pay for the entire port. That's easy. The game ain't worth shit, so they can do it real quick. Agree to a certain amount of money for advertising for the game under Sony's watchful eye. Okay, so Xbox is gonna market it on their console. Makes sense. And he says there's not solid fact as of yet. It's just a negotiation that is happening behind the scenes. It could easily fall apart any moment. Never happen at all. Sure, of course, just like every other game that they're planning to bring. Look, at the end of the day, this is the shit we know. Look, we know that PlayStation's come out 50 different ways telling you that they are going to put their shit everywhere. Okay, this is what's happened. And it's just going to happen, right? We know this to be true. We even have Puerto Rock over here. Says the crazy part about Returnal, it was the first new IP made by PlayStation first party, made only for the PS5, no cross-gen, and watch PlayStation gamers throw the game under the bus when it goes to Xbox because they want to protect the corporate execs at Sony. So some people are just accepting it, right? Some people are accepting it. Some people are not out here trying to deny it. What do you guys think? Returnal being the first PlayStation single player game making its way to Xbox when every pony you could think of swore that it wouldn't happen. Not everyone. There's some like Puerto Rock who understood that this was going to happen. But they all swore. So what do you think is going to happen? Is going to be, oh, well, now this one is, oh, this was a smaller game. This game sucked. Nobody cared. Oh, it wasn't first party when they made it. They bought it after. What's going to be the excuse? What do you think? Is this going to happen? Farrell, what do you think, bud?
I think it has a good chance of happening. I mean, it was a game that was exclusive to the PlayStation that didn't perform well on PlayStation or PC. So I'm sure, PlayStation would like to at least make enough money back on the game that it covers the cost of acquiring the studio and the cost of developing the game. So it makes sense to send it over to the Xbox, especially the type of game that it is, being a third-person shooter with co-op. I think it would make sense to come to the Xbox. I think it will. It just makes sense, especially as like a test game.
Does it have co-op?
It does have a little co-op mode. Yeah, added a co-op mode. Wow. Yeah, so it would make sense, I think, to come to the Xbox.
What about you, Demo? What do you think?
I don't know, man. I feel like this is bullshit. Like, you know how I know this? Like, what in the hell would Xbox try to pay PlayStation to put any games on Xbox?
Yeah, that I don't think is true. I'm with you there.
I don't believe any of the extra shit that he threw.
Right. Do you really think that, that Sony PlayStation called Xbox and were like, yo, you need to put Indiana Jones in here. We're going to give you somewhere. Like, no, Xbox did it out of, like they wanted to do it. And so if PlayStations want to expand their reach on their games, they're going to do it on their own. I don't think some of this deal things is bullshit. Like, oh, and Xbox is going to get less than place that, all these like little nuances that I'm seeing in the deal. It just told me bullshit all over it. Now, the game could come to Xbox. And I believe that that Sony PlayStation will put some of their games on Xbox. Eventually, he's probably gonna even add more. But I don't know. I just feel like people are just making bullshit, just picking like whatever, and just like throwing it in there. So I mean, like I said, this is a rumor. I know you want to treat them like they want to treat it, like they would treat the rumors. But let's be realistic here. I don't know. Maybe what's the point? The game. I mean, it's okay, it's a good candidate, right? This is how I see it. It's a good candidate to come on Xbox because of the low sales that it had on PlayStation. It didn't have like amazing sales like maybe other games that they have. But at the end of the day, it's like the game is so dead. Nobody gives a shit about it. So like, what do you like? I mean, unless you are gonna drop Shadows right after, but Shadows had nothing to do with Returnal. It's just like so weird. Like, who comes up with this shit?
But this is the thing. Let me tell you, Demo. I could tell you the exact thing that happened, right?
Oh my god.
Guy gets wind of this talk about Returnal possibly coming. He says, if I just say Returnal's coming, I'm a pony, and that's gonna make me look like I'm not doing my job right. So what I'm gonna do is say that Xbox is gonna get the game, but man, Sony is stressing them out about it. They're making them struggle to see if they can get this deal. Xbox is pretty much sucking Sony's cock to get this game, bro. Like, this is literally what they're trying to do, is put it out there like, oh my God, this difficulty, bro. Sony Returnal is nothing. It's a PlayStation game. That's all it is. It sold 500,000 copies, I think, over the life, and it's been like 5 years now, or 4 years. I think it's up to maybe 2 million copies sold. And that's after going on PC, right? Like, again, this is the shit that's crazy. Why this made up bullshit needs to exist? Like, fam, even if they don't bring anything, which they are, but even if they don't, bro, come this October, you're gonna load up your ROG Ally, go to the Steam store, and play whatever the fuck you want on your Xbox handheld. Come next year, when a new Xbox console drops, you're gonna go in there, load up the Steam store, and play any fucking PlayStation game you want. So there's no, oh my God, there's hardball negotiation. No, fam. Look at the facts. The facts are that they went ahead and they are putting Helldivers on Xbox, and Xbox is putting Halo on PlayStation through Helldivers.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
Helldivers came to Xbox before Halo went to PlayStation. That's a funny thing. The other thing is, bro,
technically it's happening at the same time, because
nailed it,
Halo
CMoney.
is going to be available on the 26th through
You
their
nailed it.
ODST.
The main reason why Sony PlayStation is making these moves is because they know what's up for the next generation. So they are saying, you know what? Let's get some money now, right?
Yep.
That people are still hyped to get our games, because then when the next Xbox drop, Xbox PC, whatever the hell they're doing, that they're going to play every game possible on planet Earth in that console, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, you ponies, console, PC, computing. Let's call it computing. There's computing in the next Xbox, right? It's gonna play everything. So what? So why is Sony PlayStation? It's like okay, like, bro, like in my head, I got these crazy examples, but I'm just not gonna say it just because we might get censored. But okay, let's just say, Simone, this is your last day on Earth, right? What are you gonna do? Everything that you can to have fun, to do whatever you want. That's the same thing for PlayStation. They know the whole exclusivity, compatibility between devices is coming to an end. The whole bullshit that they've been leaning on for generations and decades, right? Like, it's over. Like, even before it started, it's over, and they know that, and that's one of the reasons. I wouldn't say all of the reasons, but one of the reasons why they put in their games whatever they want. Now, Returnal, I'm not sure, bro. I think Spider-Man makes more sense because it's a big IP that is gonna sell regardless. So if they want to expand the reach to another, to another platform, they could. But then again, it's just like the terms are crazy, man. Like, who comes up with this? Woo! The ponies, the pony powder is strong with this one, man.
Yeah, that's for sure. For sure, that's just a delusional way of making themselves cope with the idea that these games are coming over there.
Yeah, or at least feel like they're winning. Like, whatever you want, bro. Whatever you want in your head, feel any way you want.
Agreed. Look, at the end of the day, this is breaking the dam, right? Like, Helldivers, what we're experiencing with Helldivers is, and how Xbox is reciprocating with Halo and shit like that into that game. You're seeing something that is telling you right now that these two companies are working together. They want to be able to expand their IP. They want to make more money. Everybody's doing this shit, right? So to think that Sony is, maybe if it was like this top tier fucking IP, right? And that was the rumors, like, okay, maybe, but I don't think that's how it's gonna go down. Like, that sounds a bit dramatic. Like, who the fuck you're talking to? But for Returnal, come on, man. That sounds
Yeah,
asinine.
man. That
That
sounds
sounds
the
asinine.
Lulu. Honestly,
Yeah,
that
the
sounds
Lulu
the
for sure.
Lulu.
That's a fucking Lulu. That's a fucking Lulu.
Hmm.
Hargi, what about you, man? What do you think, bro?
So I'm going to contradict all of you, and I think all
Oh,
those
shit.
things make a lot of sense. And why I say that is, remember, they have Play Anywhere, and Play Anywhere has a much better than 30% rate. They also have PC, which has a 12% rate. So they already do this. It is very likely that they could. And by the way, this is the only reason for PlayStation to do it now is to get the deals. Because as you all said, next gen, it's done. It doesn't matter. They're all coming to Xbox anyway, because you'll just get it on Steam, right? Or Epic. It doesn't matter. Both stores are going to be available. So this is the time to make deals, and that's why they're doing it. The other thing is, as far as paying for the port, have you heard of a thing called Game Pass? Did that never occur to you? This could go directly to Game Pass. This is probably the only thing that'll save this stupid game. So they
Holy
could
shit.
absolutely throw it in Game Pass, and that'll give it the porting cost that it needs, right? Because it's not going to cost much to port this thing. It's already on
Yeah.
PC, so it's going to cost what, maybe $100K to port this thing, like whatever, right? Like it's not going to take much for Nixus to figure out how to port this freaking thing over to Xbox. So fine, if it costs that much to put it on Game Pass, done, right? There's your porting cost, done. Right. So anything they make after that is gravy. So for PlayStation, it's a win-win-win. For Xbox, it's a we got your game again. So again, it like it's easy money for both sides. So I could totally see all of that happening. Marketing is automatic with Game Pass, because what is Game Pass? A marketing machine. So that's automatic. You just get it. Right. So there's your marketing. That's how Xbox looks at it. Like they look at Game Pass as a massive marketing machine. So yeah, I can see all that happening. It's really just negotiating the right rates. So from my perspective, if Returnal is the first one, I don't think it's going to sell. I think they have to put it in Game Pass, because it didn't sell on freaking PlayStation. That was the first, like Porter Rock said, it was their first freaking exclusive. First exclusive, because everything else was cross-gen. This was their first exclusive. And you're telling me that it only sold 500,000 copies? It did nothing.
Wow.
So, and I don't think it even crossed more than 1 million. It might be at like 1 million something. It's not at 2, I don't think. So
I saw
this
somebody
thing didn't
write
sell.
somewhere that it was at like 2 mil, but that
Yeah.
also could be pony bullshit too. You know, who the fuck knows?
Yeah. So, but this is that's how I see this. They're probably doing like Game Pass deal, and it's like, good. Finally, you're learning. Like PlayStation just needs to make money. It's like, yes, put it in Game Pass. If they're willing to give you a bag, let's say they give them like, $2 million. You think it's worth it? Hell yeah. It's 2 million more bucks than they had before. Like, why the heck not? It's not going to cost 2 million to port this thing over. Right. So yeah, I don't see why not. And then they'll sell maybe like 10,000 copies or something like that. Good. Whatever.
Damn.
Take your
Hard
10,000
geek.
sales.
Hard key, bro. We're gonna change your nickname, right? From the wise one to the ruthless one.
Well, that's why he called
hell
the
yeah.
Pony Slayer and the Pony Bot Tier Maker. What do you mean we cover all our bases with Hargi?
Exactly.
There's every version of him there.
Exactly, right? So do I see that as a possibility? 100%. I don't know what the rate is with Play Anywhere, but I know it's not 30%. They definitely give you a discount. That's why you get both platforms, right? Because they're going to get some loss in sales, right? Because they were expecting to sell on Steam, but they sell it on Xbox. Now they got it on PC, right? So they give you a better rate, and the PC rate is already 12%. So, for Xbox. So like, I'm sure they're going to get some sort of deal with that. I don't know if it's 25, 28, 20. I don't know, but whatever it is, they'll get something. And the other part, again, the porting costs. Yeah, they just put it in Game Pass. Done. That's easy. That's easy. And that makes sense to actually bring this over, because I don't think it's going to sell on its own. Who the heck has time for this game over everything else we're getting, right? If it doesn't go to Game Pass, it's just not going to sell. It didn't even sell that well
honestly,
on freaking PC.
It's not, because it's honestly like really not that like sought after, bro. Like the numbers tell you, nobody
Exactly.
game.
They
And,
didn't buy it.
Yeah, it's like
They
why
didn't
would they
buy it.
not? They of course they
So-
want to try to put it as many places as they can.
I could
I don't
totally
know. I don't
see this
know
being a
if
Game
Xbox
Pass
would spend
deal.
all that money though. Like
Why
even
not?
to make it play anywhere or anything like that. Sounds like it might be not worth going too crazy. Like I don't know. I guess
But
we'll
it
see.
doesn't have
Right?
to
If
go
they're
crazy,
doing that,
right? Because It's not crazy for them, right? Because remember, they have the $1 billion to spend every year, and they will buy little things like this. And this is a small game. Let's just be honest. This is not a big game. This is a small game. So it's not going to get the $25-50 million. It's going to get something like, $1 million, maybe $500,000. That's what they're going to get. And that's fine. That's good enough for them, right? And they get any little extra, that's just gravy. So why not?
Yeah. Yeah, Mac22TH54 says, CMoney, just check Google. Returnal has sold less than 2 million copies. Yeah, that checks out. That checks
The
out.
last number I remember was like 600,000. It was like 600,000.
Yeah, it's a very low selling game.
Yeah, there's like it goes like there's 866 by February 2022, with over 1 million units shipped. So they're saying it likely has exceeded 1 million copies.
Yeah.
I think that's on PlayStation 5
and PC. I think it really is.
I think PC was around 162,000 copies.
Ugh. Yeah. Don't expect this to sell much more on Xbox. I just can't see it. If PC players didn't care, right? So that's why this is the only thing that makes sense to me. This is a Game Pass deal, and fine, totally fine with that. Fine. Bring it to Game Pass.
That'd be really wild if that shit gained a Game Pass. Like if the first single player game is Returnal, right? And the first single player game they do is they put that shit in the Game Pass. That shit
bring it.
Fucking meltdown, bro.
Bring it. I mean, technically it would be the second one with whatchamacallit, Death Stranding 1 made it to Game Pass, right? But I don't know if we count that as a PlayStation game or not. I don't know, whatever it is, but technically that made it
they were copying for they were copying for Death Stranding 2. So Death Stranding 1 definitely counts as a Sony PlayStation game, right? That went into Game Pass. It is what it is.
Yeah. The Budster has here. Boom was saying it was 1.02 million combined PC PS5.
I think he probably meant 1.2 million.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's what.
But either way, that's a pretty low number, right? That's not bad for a smaller game, right? I think it was profitable. That's good, great. But again, PlayStation just looking for gravy right now. Like, how do I make more money out of anything I have? This is an easy way to just win, right? Why not? And again, the salt. The Xbox has the reverse card here, right? They're like, oh, we put our games there, but look, we got their game in Game Pass, right? So why not? And that's the reason to make the deal.
I feel like Sony at this point doesn't even give a fuck about the optics of that to their ponies because
they don't care.
Like,
what has it impacted the sales of their hardware?
Do you really think that women who are in OnlyFans care about their image to others or what the people may think?
He's saying PlayStation for the streets now. They don't care. They don't care.
Hey, better for the streets.
So, hey, it is what it is, man. But yeah, I totally can see all of that happening. I can see Returnal being because who cares about this game, right? If it was a system seller, it would have sold a lot more. It was obviously not a system seller. They don't give a shit on PlayStation side. They're like, hey, if we can get money, why not? And Xbox is going to say, we can get your game in Game Pass? Yes, please.
Yeah,
so, why the hell
I think it would do. I think it'd do pretty well in Game Pass. Just because.
Yeah, I think it's going to have far more engagement than it had on PlayStation.
Because we'll play it just to spite ponies, like clear the first biome and say F it. I'm sure a lot of people. I'm sure a lot of people would do that.
I didn't even play it, bro. I played it for like 2 seconds. Like, all right, well, this was a waste of life.
Yeah, but you know how the community is. They'll play it. They'll get a couple of achievements, clear the first biome, and be like, "Yeah, we got your game." And it sucks, but we played it.
Facts. I feel that, man. I feel that. Yeah, I mean, I think the craziest part of it though is that I think that when you look at the way the studios are handling this from PlayStation, they all want it. They're all like happy with this shit. Like nobody's out here upset. They're all in that same boat, man. All these devs are the same, dude. They don't give a shit, bro. They just want people playing their games. And for the people who made Returnal to think that there might be a chance that another group of people might go ahead and play it and maybe like it and maybe talk about it, like that's all these devs want. I think PlayStation is finally to the point where they understand that it's all about the money. Everything. I mean, we know it since Hiroki. It's when Hiroki took over.
Near 40 million subscribers of Game Pass. If they put it in Game Pass and like 3 million people play it, right? That's massive for them, right? For the studio Housemarque, that's massive. Like, why not? I'm sure they'd be ecstatic. Have they put this in PS Plus yet? I don't think they have, right?
No, I don't think it's ever made it in PS Plus. If it had, games come out of PS Plus so fast, it's hard to tell what makes it in.
I know, and then they cycle it out, and you're like, oh, yeah, their own games. They cycle out their own games. You're like, come on, man.
Yes, it's hard.
That's actually wild. That's actually wild. Yeah, I did not. I don't know if they put that shit in PlayStation Plus. That'll be real crazy.
Any ponies in the chat? Let us know.
Yes, ponies, please let us know if Returnal has been. I mean, it had to be at least once, right? Like that sounds crazy for it not to have been there.
It is interesting that it has co-op.
Yeah,
that is an interesting point.
It did. I don't know the dates, but
according
to Reddit, it has happened.
Yeah, I mean that checks out. All right. Well, I mean, look, it's a.
So you know what they're gonna say, right? It's
what?
another multiplayer game.
Well, hold up. Now it's a multiplayer game.
Oh, so you saying
it has co-op?
Oh my god, freaking ponies!
You know that'll be the excuse, right?
I mean, shit. You never know what else they're gonna come out with, because in reality, they've been really they cancel the goalpost move, bro. They've been moving the goalposts forever, man. Shit. I think it was Bro Boy who posted all the pony double standards and narratives. Bro, have you seen it, CMoney? Shout out to Bro Boy. I think I did a
where
on
PC on Twitter.
All the pony narratives. Hold on. I'm gonna find it for you, and I'm gonna DM you. Now that we're speaking about it, look right here. I just found it, bro. Hold on.
So,
check your DMs.
I guess also Ragnarok has a multiplayer thingy, doesn't it? Doesn't it have like this
yep.
round of
No. It had the roguelike mode.
Yeah, exactly. Is that on multiplayer or is that just roguelike?
Nah, that's on the roguelike, yeah. CMoney, check the DMs. I send it to you.
Is it the one where it says there's no gaming media bias?
No.
All right, hold on.
It's one that it has a white picture with all the narratives that Pony has.
Oh wow, he did it in Notepad. That's hilarious.
That's funny, yeah.
That's hilarious. All right, let me do this. Okay, so here's the pony narratives. Let's see. PlayStation fanboys then and now. So then, Xbox has no exclusives. All of their games go to PC day one. Now, who cares if our games come to PC? We have console exclusives. Gotcha. Then, who cares if Xbox has exclusives? If it's not first party, it doesn't matter. Now, doesn't matter if it's first or third party. Look at those PlayStation exclusives. Then, Square Enix gives us banger third party games. Look at Final Fantasy. Now, who cares about Foamstar, Square Enix? It's just third party. Then, who cares if PlayStation games go to PC? It's a year or two after release, and we've already beat them. Now, we're getting over 3-year-old Xbox games. Xbox dead. Then, Xbox going third party. They are publishing their games everywhere. Now, PlayStation isn't third party. Who cares if they publish to PC and Nintendo? They aren't publishing to Xbox. Updated. Also now, yeah, they're publishing a live service game to Xbox is understandable. Then our games will always be exclusive. They won't go to other platforms. Now, who cares if our games go to PC? They aren't going to Xbox. Then remasters are new games. Now, who cares if remasters come day and date on PC? They games are old. Fanboys. Now, games like Starfield, Indiana Jones don't count for Xbox. Xbox didn't make them. They are bought titles. Also, fanboys, look at all those great third-party bought exclusives we have. It's quite a list. It's quite a list there.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think it checks out. I think it checks out. Yeah,
Yep.
that's quite the list. I mean, it does.
It's literally
It's wild how they fucking forget, bro.
Oh my goodness.
It's just
That's
they
a cold
change
So
the
in
award.
that
words.
same vein, if Starfield and Indiana Jones don't count, then I guess Redfall and Modern Warfare 3 don't count because
Nope.
they were the lowest scoring games. So I can pull those out, right?
Yep.
And then Xbox will have the higher meta than PlayStation. Then what will you do?
Facts.
What will you do?
Exactly. That's it's crazy. It's crazy, but that's what they do, man. That's where they live. They live in the made up world where they get to just decide what counts, what doesn't, what's a burn, what's not. Sorry, fam. That ship has fucking sailed. Bro, the best thing that ever
Always
happened to
something.
PlayStation was Hiroki Totoki.
Yep.
That's the best thing to ever happen to PlayStation. Literally, it's the thing that's going to save PlayStation, or at the
Well-
very least, save their first party. Right? PlayStation has a store. They're Walmart, right? Just is what it is. They're Walmart. People are always going to go to Walmart. They don't care, right? So that's what PlayStation is. It's going to be a place where you buy stuff, no problem. But as far as what they produce, nah, that's where Hiroki is finally saving the situation, because if now they look at it and say, okay, our studios can make games that are going to go everywhere, now it's worth the extra budget. And I mean, listen, that's same across everywhere, right? You don't think Xbox looking at it that way too, man? Like, budgets are now able to be increased when somebody says, hey, we got this great idea, but we need a little more than we got last time, or whatever it is. It's gonna be way easier to be like, oh yeah, let's greenlight that new idea or that new game, because the addressable market has just grown dramatically. And if you might say, because these corny ass PlayStation people, like, 30 million Xbox is dead. No, 30 million is 30 fucking million, bro. If you can now show your game to 30 million more people, yeah, you're gonna want to do that, right? That's where you can start saying, okay, this is gonna be a good fucking situation, and we have better chance to make our money back. It's just what it is, right? But yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, this is what's happening. They see it, they know it. Like the real ponies out here who are not looking to get clipped next year when like 3 of them have come over already and shit. They're already hedging their bets, right? They're like, no, I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. So like, that's just what it is, right? That's just what it is. All right. Anything else on this before we move on? You're super muted, Demo.
No, I was saying move on there. We're good. Yeah.
All right. So where the hell did it go? All right, here we go. All right. So let me take my chapter. Go here. All right. So the saga continues, though. Okay. This is not just an isolated situation with this rumor. PlayStation is showing its cards in major ways. And one of the most major ways you could think of is when you have your very own website out here saying, go purchase this shit on an Xbox. That's right. On PlayStation.com or PlayStationStore.com, whatever the website is, where you can buy games. Look at it right there. Live, fucking 4K. Says buy Helldivers 2 on Xbox. Play Helldivers 2 on Xbox. On the bottom, it says purchase on Xbox. It links you out. It takes you to where you could purchase the game on Xbox. Guys, if you thought that PlayStation was still in this mindset that they don't want to share their games. They don't want to put things anywhere. They are just the same stone cold face. No, fuck yeah, we're not putting our games anywhere. If you think that's true, tell me, how the fuck does PlayStation have a place on their website where you can link out of that shit and go buy it on Xbox?
Crazy time.
Make it make sense to me, yo. Make it make sense. How can you on one side be like, PlayStation ain't bringing no more shit over there? We're not going to go ahead and have no first-party single-player games over there. Nah, chill. PlayStation would never do that. But they would go on their website and put a link. I don't know. Seems a little suspect. What do you guys think?
Well, they can't sell it on the PlayStation, so they might as well try to sell it on Xbox. So that I guess that's the logic, because I mean it only sells on Steam at the moment. And I think the sales on Steam have kind of slowed down. You know, it's already reached its maturation on Steam. So it's like let's capture what we can on Xbox, because we can't capture anything on PlayStation. So I think this is just, you know, I mean, they have a buy on PC button. I see that there, and a buy on PlayStation, but nobody is buying it on PlayStation. It never sold well. Did it ever crack the top 20 on PlayStation?
That's a good question. I really don't know. I don't know.
I don't think it did. Yeah, like it just really didn't. Like the PlayStation community just didn't really support that game. It was all PC for the most part. So
was Helldivers 2 released on the PlayStation 4 as well?
I don't think so. I think it's a
next gen
sure only.
It's current gen only.
Yeah, current gen.
Hold on.
Yeah, because it only says PS5.
No. PlayStation 4 had the original Helldivers.
Yeah.
The original Helldivers. Yeah. Interesting. Well, Demo, what do you think, man? Do you think this is PlayStation's way of saying we're never going to go ahead and put this game anywhere? Or put their games anywhere? This was an isolated issue, but we do want you to go and purchase the game on the Xbox?
Get the hell out of here, bro. You know, they're doing what they're gonna do, bro. And they don't never care about the Sony PlayStation fan and what they think. All they care about all this time was about selling the console. Now, when they see that they cannot utilize the exclusive as a selling point anymore, they're going to go ahead and, you know, find a different way of selling the product, which at the end of the day, we've been tired of saying it here. These are the games. PlayStation and Xbox both will be immortalized via their games, right? Their consoles could die tomorrow. Somebody can come out with, we tired of talking about it here. Somebody can come out with a ring that can play your games. You know, like anything can happen. Technology is crazy at the moment, and the only way that this company have to survive is by selling their software, selling their games. And yeah, I do believe the Sony PlayStation is gonna go all out. They're gonna do what they do, and they're gonna, you know, start slow, but then eventually, I think that it's gonna come to the point that exclusivity completely is gonna be gone. And at the end of the day, that's a good thing, because who gives a shit about exclusivity? That was just like a way for them to try to sell you consoles. Now, you know, nobody cares. Everybody's going to PC. Everybody's not caring. Everybody's playing on their phones. Their phones are very capable. I don't know. Well, we talk about some of the Xbox games that are going to be running on the chips, on the phone chips, natively, something like that. I think it's going on. So, I mean, technology is becoming more and more advanced. So, who knows what the future is? This is where they're heading, man. And look, right here, this is a slap in the face to the ponies, because you never thought that Sony PlayStation would advertise anything related to Xbox on their own website, right? So, we already got couple of things that are evidence on Sony PlayStation, utilizing a different strategy. We've seen them with the what is it, like the job, right? The job offer that they
Yep.
had on the website.
Job posting. Yep.
And yeah, the job posting. And now on the same website, they advertising Xbox. So they're definitely looking forward to expand their reach. Definitely, like
Real quick,
100%.
just so you know, I found it's on their website. I'm here. This is the web. Okay, it's all here. You go to their stuff. This is on the branch. Before it was a screenshot that I had. Look at this. Look at this. Latest news and updates. They're ready. Helldivers 2 and Halo. Wow. 1,500 super credits. I don't know how much that costs, but
Yeah. Okay, so this is what
1,500 super credits. So $20 gets you
yeah.
more. You know what I'm saying? $20 gets you
So
it plus a little more.
before in Helldivers, you could earn everything that was in game via playing it, right? But now they're introducing, well, you could also buy the currency that you use, right? That you earn in game to get ahead and buy, stuff that, you weren't supposed to be able to get so fast. But now they're introducing a new currency that you have to actually use real money to buy these bundles. So yeah, this is definitely a bundle, and I'm not sure if you could earn these coins to exchange it for this type of
No,
currency
no,
to buy
it literally says it on the bottom of the thing that
you
let
have
me
to
go
pay
back
for it,
to it.
right, with money.
You have to buy it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was one of the things that Helldivers was really praised for. That they have like microtransactions, but all the content you could earn by just playing the game, right? But now that they added this extra layer of monetization, it looks like they're trying to like make some money, bro. Like they're trying to survive. Going to Xbox, introducing microtransactions when they didn't have it. I mean, it's not a good look. I mean, the game is still good. I was playing last weekend, and it was
Which one?
Helldivers 2 over
Oh, you were
Battlefield.
playing it? I still haven't.
Yeah,
I haven't
I
bought
was
that
I
shit.
was playing this over Battlefield 6, right?
I
Because I
bet.
do have a lot of shit to say about Battlefield 6 to all those ponies who call themselves now Battlefield veterans and shit. You know shit because you haven't played Battlefield like I have for decades. I have thousands of hours playing Battlefield, so I know Battlefield in and out better than my woman. So I mean, just
Oh
understand
shit.
that. Just understand that. So
Yeah, so real quick, right here, just keep it all 100.
yeah.
Requires base game, paid purchase of super credits, and game progression. So you can't just hop in and play this. You have to hop in, buy it, and then play the game for a while, and then eventually you can do this unload. So maybe there's a training or something. I don't know. I never played the ship.
It's pretty good, bro. It's pretty fun, especially with friends. So I mean, I totally recommend people to go ahead and pick it up. If when it comes to Xbox, and definitely squad up, bro, because it's pretty fire. It's pretty cool, and I think that they did take a lot from games like Halo. They do, but it's just like they have such great humor, right? It's just like good vibes, but also like you encounter these fucking ponies who ruin your fucking games. Like I had like 3 or 4 people getting into my games because you match make into these areas, and people join, right? But like these ponies were like ruin our games, like like killing us and shit. We were like, bro, like there was one instance, and I do have the whole recording, right, or the thing that we were about to extract, let's say, like just leave the map. We completed all the missions in there, and the guy killed my boy like before we hop in the airplane or so in the ship, and we were like, bro, what the hell, bro? We just like did all these missions together, and now you killed us before extraction. So now we're in a hurry to help our boy respawn so he can extract with us and get all the XP, because like if you don't extract, you don't get as much XP, or obviously. So it's kind of like some fucked up shit going on with the community, and I do hope that it gets fixed. But I can see getting worse once the Xbox players come, and these Sony PlayStation fanboys sabotage our fun. So, but it is what it is, man. Eventually, like we are more than them because we're actually playing this shit, and we're gonna get back. And we're gonna fight back. It is what it is, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to it. You know, the other thing that I don't know if you guys noticed, but if you go and I'm gonna double check it live since we're already here. But if we go back, look at them. First thing they do is advertise Call of Duty immediately.
They can't live
PlayStation,
without 'em.
their store, immediately embrace Call of Duty. They got an exclusive is all the way back here, but Call of Duty, hell yeah, let's show that shit, right? But let's see if they do the same thing. If we go out here, let's see, do we see is Lego the Hoe around here? Here
Every time
she
you
is.
said that, man.
Here she is. Interesting.
You're
There you
gonna
go.
be picking it up if it comes to Xbox money. I know you're a huge
Definitely
fan
not.
of Lego.
Definitely not.
Especially, hey, you know what? Some Valentine's, do it to Doodle. I hope she's not watching. Go to GameStop, get a copy
Definitely
of
not.
Lego the Whole, and be like, "Happy Valentine's, babe." When you out
No.
there in dinner, I got a surprise for you. Get on your knees and be like, "I said my." She's gonna fucking flip out, bro.
That definitely would not happen. That would be death for me, for sure.
She's gonna hit
That
you
would
with a
be some
frying
wild
pan.
shit.
Bing.
Yeah, that would not be a good look. That would not be a good look. So they did it for Nintendo Switch as well, right? So this is their practice. Like they're like, all right, we're gonna advertise the other game company, right? And again, like understand that this is just the beginning. They have it. Look, they did all the work to make this whole setup. Buy for PS5, buy for PC, buy for Nintendo Switch, right? They did it for the other one. Buy for PlayStation, buy for PC, buy for Xbox. This is the life, bro. They already went through all the energy to go ahead and make this shit work like this. Look at that. PlayStation on Xbox. All right. So Hargeet, what's going on? What do you think, bro?
Look, I mean, if you're gonna go and set up your entire website to have all this, I gotta think it's more than just a one-time thing. Yeah, I mean, look, the partnering, the ODST thing, it just seems like they're definitely trying to do stuff there, with Xbox. The writing's on the wall. Like Steam is coming to Xbox. It's they're gonna be there anyway. Might as well take advantage of it. Are people more excited to play Helldivers on Xbox because ODST is gonna be in there? Like that's got to perk up some people, right? Say, hey, wait a minute, you have ODS. Well, I want to see what that looks like, right? Like let's try that out. So I think it's gonna cause more sales to happen, and it's a brilliant move, right? So. I think they should do a lot more of those, and that's why I think the Returnal to go into Game Pass. I think that could happen. It could totally happen. This is just trying to push the envelope of like, how do we partner and make sure that we get engagement so we get money. That's it. And like Xbox wins, PlayStation wins. Why the heck not? Right? I think it ultimately is just better for everyone. So I think it's very likely that this is just the beginning. Whether people like it or not, it doesn't matter. It is what it is. So, we'll see what they do, but I think there's going to be more stuff happening. That's just my opinion. But yeah, there's not much really more to add. Like they're making it pretty clear that they're partnering. They're setting things up with their with their whole website and everything. And they have content in the game, which means this was not just a one-sided thing, right? They have IP from Xbox inside Helldivers. Like, come on. It's they are absolutely partnering. So good. I think this is great stuff. Like we'll see how they continue with it, but I think maybe we will see other games whether people like it or not. they'll be over there. So enjoy.
Look, I honestly like. I think it's a big deal to understand. Like Xbox in doing this, right? And I think it's easy to kind of look past it, but Xbox in doing this, they are 100% sneaking Halo onto PlayStation because this is not an Xbox only situation. On PlayStation, they are going to have Halo branded shit. Now, understand, this is not like this is not like some small shit, right? Like if we go into it, right here, this is like fucking take off the cape and you have like ODST, right? They have to wear this cape because I don't know, do they fly? I don't have a fucking idea. I love how they changed the name, by the way. Obedient Democracy Support Troopers. You see that? That's what they call the ODST now. Are you guys fucking there? Can you hear me? Yes.
Yeah. No, I'm looking at it.
Oh,
too.
okay.
Yeah, I can see it. It's a play on the Helldivers theme, yeah.
Yeah, to kind of keep it in their theme, right? But more inspired by the iconic Hell Jumpers from Halo ODST, right? And I mean, they have cosmetics, right? So liven up your vehicles and gear with ODST skins, cards, and capes, and adopt a noob and nostalgic player attire, Rookie. Plus, paint your wheels in mean green when it's time to ride or die with your closest ODST battle buddies. On the game, they're like, you know what? Fuck this blue shit. You want to be green in the game, right? But then new weapons, you got, bro. I don't know if they list them here, but dude, they have like so many weapons from ODST. They got the fucking Halo, like the original Halo assault rifle. You see that shit? Come on, man. You got the shotgun in there. You got the little that silenced little machine gun they had. Bro, there's so many. And clearly they have the armor. That should just look just like them. So they're getting their Halo fix, and it's right there. Times Halo. Halo is on PlayStation in some way, shape, or form. Obviously, you can probably argue that Master Chief is there through Fortnite, right? But I think I think that it's pretty clear. Doodle in the building, my baby. Like he says, no gift ideas from demo. No,
damn, she was actually what? Yo, Doodle, you're such a creep. Were you busy or something? She's listening,
she's not,
bro.
She ain't no creep. Bro. She supports me and our channel demo. All right.
Yeah, right.
She can't be here. She's here in spirit and she's watching. So don't think we're not in the same club where you got the chancla waiting from you. You'd be like, no, she's not here. Yo, Doodle's always here. That's my lady. She ain't fucking around.
Yeah, letting you
Buster
say
says, Doodle,
nothing.
get the chancla ready.
I see it letting you say nothing.
Get out of here. See, Buster, she knows. Buster, CMoney wouldn't. Hell no. No. Listen, I'm eating good. All right. I ain't no pony out here port begging for other shit. Okay. I got what I needs. You know what I'm saying? I got what I needs. But yes, I don't know. For me, I think honestly, when you look at this, this is Xbox's way to go ahead and be like, here's Halo, making the path for what obviously is going to be the next Halo. But this is kind of like baby's first Halo. You know what I'm saying? Like putting it out there so that the opponents can get used to this idea of doing it. Because guess what? These motherfuckers are going to be lining up in droves. So I wouldn't be surprised if this turns out to be the best selling fucking expansion or whatever the fuck they get on PlayStation. It's their wet dream to be able to play Halo. And now Xbox is giving them a little bit of a taste. You know what I'm saying? Give them a little bit of a taste. So I don't know. What do you guys think when you think about Halo going on into this game? Obviously, we look at it from our side, like, oh shit, we love Halo, great. Oh shit, look at Xbox going ahead and putting fucking Halo in there in the one game. Excuse me, in the one game they're bringing over right now. It's like, oh, you want to bring Helldivers here? No problem. Boom, Halo's going in there, right? Like the fact that that's there is great, but the reality is that they are in fact saying, all right, Halo is going out there. It's not Halo 3 ODST. They're not referencing like a specific game. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, it's just this game crossover. It's the brand. It's the Halo ODST that are coming into this game. You don't think that means something different or feels a certain type of way with Microsoft putting that right over there? Like, think about it. Nobody even blinked an eye. Right? People were so concerned before talking on shit. Oh my God, if Halo, whatever. I haven't seen the motherfucking word about Halo going over there.
Well, I mean, mostly it's positive, right? I think it's
exactly.
It just makes sense. It's very similar, right? So why not? It just fits. And again, this is a way to engage with the Xbox community base that you're expecting to go buy this game, right? Supposedly, people who wanted to buy it on PlayStation already did, PC already did, right? So you're expecting, you know, like Xbox players to now engage who don't already have a PC, don't already have a PlayStation, right? To try this. This is a great way to do it. I think this is awesome. Like, yeah, I like, you know, Master Chief has been in like whatchamacallit, Fortnite, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like you could pick him up over there and play on whatever platform. So is this like the first time you're gonna see Halo? No, it's not. So I think this is good. I think it's great. I think it's introducing them to a different lore, which is great. I like it. I think this is good stuff. Now, do we expect Halo to go to PlayStation? Yes, I expect that to happen with the new game. I don't think they're going to port the other ones over just because they don't want to mess with the stupid engines that they have already. So I think they could just leave it alone and just sunset that shit. Not that it's shit. I mean, it's just the engines. They just don't want to deal with it anymore. So I think they're just going to UE it, right? But as far as trying to get Halo onto PlayStation, and look, I don't think it's specific about PlayStation. I think it's Helldivers getting the advantage of attracting customers that are interested in Halo into their game. I think that's what this does. I think that's a great idea.
Agreed 100%. Yeah. Oh, I see Bounty in the building. What's up, fam? Thank you for being here, homie. Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, this is nothing but good. Like, so Hargi, you normally don't really care too much for multiplayer. Do you think you're gonna try this one?
It's not so it's PvP that I don't like. PvE, okay. I'm more interested in, right? So when it's co-op campaigns, those are fun because now you're hanging out with your homies and playing, right? So that's more interesting to me. I just don't like the sweaty playing against other people thing. Like, yeah, whatever, okay.
Stop lying. I remember that night. All of us, and you were having a blast. You were laughing.
No, I did not enjoy that at all. It's like, yeah,
were.
whatever.
Yes, you were.
I was always in the bottom or the freaking middle at the best. Like,
I was like, no, I did not.
Dude, like, yeah. Did you see that happening again? No, I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah,
I can't.
But it was fun. It was fun. You know what would have been fun if we were all in one server, custom server, all of us playing against each other, and you don't get this random. You don't feel the same way, right? When you get killed by random people running around like crazy, than when you get killed by your homie, right?
Yeah, exactly. And like we used to do community nights with Halo. Because you could do that. You could have custom matches and you could go do whatever you want, right? And then we mess around with all the settings and make it faster, pick whatever weapons we want to start with, right? Like all sorts of fun things you could do. So that's more interesting, right? At least now it's with your community, right? Like, but yeah, I'm not interested in the multiplayer. But this is PvE, so that is more interesting. I don't know how far I'll go into it, but it is what it is. We'll see.
It's pretty fun, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I've been enjoying it. The progression system is nice. You get a bunch of skins and unlocks and abilities and requisitions. I don't know if you know about that. That requisitions is like you have to do a set of keys that you have to touch holding one button, and then you call a streak. You can call like a Gatling gun, or you can call like an airstrike or something like that. You can call your teammates. You can call for help, and people will like join the fight as well. So I think the game has very good like social elements. So that's very interesting to me. So far what I played, that's the one thing that I'm like, oh shit, like this is like the fun part of the game. So I think you're gonna like it, and if we all play together, it's gonna be even more fun though.
Look, Call of Duty has a co-op campaign. That's very
Yeah,
interesting to me.
ooh,
I'm looking
four-player
forward to that.
co-op.
Yeah.
I like the
Four-player.
co-op campaigns in Call of Duty, so I'm interested in that.
I thought that was fire too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna get even more people to play it. Like people that
Yeah.
aren't really big Call of Duty people. Like you'll be able to drag a friend in. Like, hey, just play it with me.
In the new mode, end game, you mentioned it earlier, earlier, Fado, that is like you have to like it's like a roguelike type thing that you upgrade your equipment type shit. I think that's what it is, and they give you a bunch of enemies, and it's gonna escalate the difficulty based on how many players are playing together and all that. So it's very, very interesting.
Yeah.
They say that Call of Duty is the same every year. Well, last year they didn't have that. Last year they didn't have super jumps. They didn't have bouncing off of walls. I mean, this one is pretty different. They improved only movement. They got rid of tactical sprint that people were complaining so much about. Now they don't have it, and people are complaining because they don't have it. I'm like, holy fuck! And then you don't remember the transition from Modern Warfare 3 to Black Ops? How they didn't have the skins, and everybody was crying. Now they didn't have my skin, and now they had the skins from the previous game, the translating to the next one, and people are crying. Why? I don't want to be American Dead. Like, bro, like, oh my god, I'm so pissed off, bro. I'm so pissed off. Holy shit.
All right, real quick before we move on, because we're going to talk about Call of Duty next, because there's a shit ton of information I do want to kind of go through, because it was a highlight for sure to see the game. The game was awesome. Any more on this advertisement situation between Xbox and PlayStation and Halo and all this new love making we're seeing between the two of them?
Love making.
No, but I think I'm gonna have to drop. It's already 11 and it's a work night.
Oh yeah, no worries, man.
Me too. I have to drop too. Yeah.
Not a problem, bro. Guys, if you want to get going, no problem. We're gonna move on to something else. So if not, no
Catch you
worries.
guys later.
We'll be,
yeah,
we'll be
Friday.
here on Friday, though. Yeah, hell yeah.
We'll
We're
be
gonna
on
be
Friday.
talking about this on Friday. So you guys hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't, man. I'll see you on the next one. It's your boy Demo Flow. Check it out. Peace.
Same here.
Peace.
Enjoy, guys.
Dale.
All right, brother. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for stopping by. And then there was two.
There was two.
All right, Farrell. We're gonna go ahead and jump in. Let me go here. Let me take my chapter. All right. Now, let me get your temperature on this real quick. Where are you with Call of Duty? Like, what type of are you a fan? Do you like the single player? Do you like the multiplayer? Do you not really care for Call of Duty?
I like the single player.
Like single player.
It feels pretty good to play. The story like is engaging. So I like the single player. I am not a multiplayer guy when it comes to Call of Duty, because I would hate to get super competitive and I play that game like 90% of the time. Because then I wouldn't have time for any single player games if I did that. So
I feel that. Yeah, that's a problem. Like when the game comes out, I get super into it and I'll just be playing multiplayer a whole bunch. And then over time, what happens is I start using it as like filler. So like in between, gaming sessions, I'll hop in. So this is Call of Duty. There's a bunch of information. So we'll do a quick info drop here, and then we'll wrap it up. So This is one piece of news. For the first time in Call of Duty history, there will be no campaign difficulty settings for players to choose from. Black Ops 7 sets the difficulty based on the number of players in the game, since the entire story is 4-player co-op enabled. So my first, like, I had mixed feelings, I'm not gonna lie, when I heard that this game was gonna be 4-player co-op. Not that I'm some hater of co-op, but I will say that for me, I feel like a game that's made for single player is different than a game that's made for 4-player co-op. Because I feel like even like 2-player co-op games can still like be very close to a single player experience. You know what I'm saying? So, but a 4-player game is different. So, like for instance, I know like Halo 5, a lot of people have a problem with Halo 5, right? And one of the things about Halo 5 is that it was the first and only game, I think, from Halo that was made, if I'm not mistaken, maybe Halo 3, but I could be wrong, that was made for 4-player co-op. Is that correct? I feel like that's the thing, right? Halo 5 was 4-player co-op, right? Let me just make sure. I feel like I'm remembering that correctly. Maybe check helps out. Was Halo 5 4-player co-op? Yes. Okay. There you go. Yep. Yeah. So it was 4-player co-op. Okay. And I think the reason that people didn't like that too much was because the world was made more open, right? It was a lot wider, but like less, like not wide like Halo 1 wide, but like more like little hub areas that you knew were made with the idea of letting 4 players have multiple battles around the area versus just, you and maybe one other co-op partner, right?
Yeah.
So my fear is that, when they make this game, that they'll lose the focus of a single player experience, and because they're focusing on trying to make it go wide with 4 different people. But what this sounds like is, it sounds like they're just going to amp up the difficulty as you have more people. So it just seems like there maybe just more enemies or harder enemies coming at you.
Yeah, maybe you're gonna have a team of 4 throughout the mission.
Like regardless.
Yeah, like throughout the campaign. And those 4 are either AI or there's 1-person co-op, 2-person co-op, or 3 people playing with you. But it's probably like meant for like you and like a squad of 4 to do everything together inside the campaign. And that might be how they kind of swing that, so that it doesn't feel too bad from a single if you're just playing it by yourself.
Yeah, I feel that. I don't know. I'm intrigued. I think the fact that it is smart, because what it does is it gets those people who say, "Oh, well, I only play the multiplayer," to go ahead and take a look at the single player. So I think the easiest line would be like the zombie players, right? Like the people who only play zombie, because they have like their own little narrative over there too. So now if you can play co-op over here, they're kind of extending that. The reach.
You also get to drag people in who are afraid to do the multiplayer, who don't want to do the multiplayer, or aren't really necessarily COD people, but their friends are playing it and they're like, "Hey, come jump in with us because you have Game Pass." It's just a new way. It pulls people in from all over the co-op angle. So I think we'll probably see probably a larger base of players than we have in previous years. I mean, from the Game Pass side of it. I don't know about from PC and PlayStation.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so that was cool to find out. I didn't know that. It is, so the Call of Duty next is September 30th. Obviously, we found out today that the game drops on November 14th. That's later than last year, right? Last year was in October.
October 25th, I think, is what I said last time, and it was like spot on.
Yeah, so I think November 14th is the new one. For the zombie modes, you're gonna have original crew returns. I don't know if that means these are original 4 people from the first zombies game, alongside the BO6 crew. Round base, largest map ever at launch with Wonder Vehicle to move between the 6 main POIs. Survival mode returns set on some of RBZ's maps POIs. And Dead Ops Arcade 4 returns. Did you see that at the end of the trailer? It's like overhead.
I didn't pay attention to anything past the campaign part. I was like, that was the part that really got me.
Gotcha. Yeah, they showed it. It was I was like, oh shit, because it was like an overhead, like playing top down almost. It was pretty dope. It was like a Vampire Survivor, but in Call of Duty. So that looked dope. They have some wingsuit gameplay over here. You again look at what you're looking at right now. You saw vehicles, you saw wingsuit. Look at this.
Yeah. Well, this yeah, they got the jump pack, the jetpacks. I said
Do they have jetpacks?
It was like they had from what I saw on Twitter, it looks like one of the videos they had like a little like booster pack on.
Really? I know they could jump. I know they could wall jump. I didn't know they can. I didn't know there was a jetpack. Well, either way, I mean, look, like there's vehicles. There's a huge open world. What game is also out there right now? Battlefield, right? So Call of Duty manages to make it where you can come out here, still play Call of Duty in these big open worlds, right?
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, it's a difference, right? He says this is Skirmish. It's a new 20v20 map set on 2 locations of Avalon. What's the number of players you can play on Battlefield 6?
I think it's like 40 or something like that.
I know 2042 had what, 64 versus 64 was like the biggest.
It was some crazy number.
I mean, 20v20 for Call of Duty is huge, man. So if you like those bigger scale battles, I mean, you got them. They're there. There's it's a wall jump that they have now. See, so it's not wall running. Man, this game is so crisp, bro. There's just not, you know what it is? It just gives you a feeling that you don't get. Like you can feel like a badass playing this game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's really it's really crazy how well they do it. But the wall jump is in. So here's a look at the Omni movement upgrades coming to Call of Duty Black Ops 7, including wall jumping. So let me see.
With the ability to expanding Omni movement to include new ways to outmaneuver and outstyle your opponents across the game, including wall jump for new traversal capabilities. We've also taken a close look at feedback and have made tuning adjustments across the board for a more controlled experience, including the removal of tactical sprint by default, with the ability to opt into that through our perk system. So expanding Omni movement to include new ways.
So that was another thing I read, but I think somebody else put it up here somewhere. But yeah, so basically they took out some of these things that are like almost too powerful for, I don't know, the whole game. I don't know how they looked at it 100%, but it looks like they're taking some of these things and putting them as perks. So you got to choose if you want to do the tactical sprint versus just double tapping the sprint button or whatever. So this is another thing which I don't know how this is going to work, but Activision confirmed during our visit to Treyarch last week that they are fully aware of the feedback on how cosmetics look in Call of Duty, and they are taking it into account for the future. So I hope that doesn't mean they're going to stop doing, fun things, but this is the first look. The legendary map Raid gets a 2035 refresh. Play it as one of 16 signature 6v6 maps at the launch of Black Ops 7. So I'm trying to remember which map is this. I think I remember which one this is. There's like a car shit on the other side, like a parking lot or something where there's cars or some shit like that. I don't know, but listen, you're gonna end up with favorites from the previous games getting remastered, right? Which is um yeah, this trailer, I gotta tell you right now, all you see all that crazy shit, like that's so sick. So you saw the trailer, right? Where it's like toxin or whatever that fucks with them and then like takes them away to
Yeah.
these, kind of fucks with them and takes them to these other places. What a fucking dope ass way to go ahead and allow the game to explore, right? Like to go do wild, crazy shit without, leaving the idea that this is a, realistic shooter, right? Like
Yeah.
you still get to do a whole bunch of crazy shit that's gonna make it dope, make it exciting, make it unique, but give it like a backdrop of reality. Like, listen, this made them feel this took them to this place, and now look at it. It's gonna have so many different environments and shit that don't even have to do with one another, right? You just get to kind of explore in these different worlds. I think that's gonna be dope.
Yeah, they don't like it's not a jet, but they jumping high as shit. It may not be a jetpack.
Listen, they got some fucking here, right? They're in this mythical, not mythical, but
Yeah.
like this,
Yeah.
fake place, right? So maybe
Yeah,
in here,
they said they're taking some elements from what was it, Advanced Warfare?
Mm.
So it might be a little bit of that.
I mean, I gotta be honest with you. I've dug all those games. Like they're all different, man. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just want a different experience. So I like how they're just giving you different experiences in the one game, though.
Yeah.
Like, dude, not for nothing, but like you're not just getting a campaign, you're not just getting multiplayer, you're getting zombies, you're getting like there's so much that they do. Like Call of Duty is pretty much like Halo, right? Like Halo has all this shit that it has to deliver to be considered a game. If
Yeah.
you just release the multiplayer, oh, they're lacking. If you just release campaign, oh, they're lacking. If it's just zombies, oh, they're lacking. Like they're giving you full-fledged games that are broken up into one package. That was it. See, that's over the. See,
Yeah,
like that.
it's big enough to be your game of the year, like the game that you spend the whole year playing. If that's
100%.
your thing, yeah.
100%. All right, then there was more. All right, so Clobro put this for the campaign. It's gonna be co-op campaign, solo up to 4 players. Campaign end game, a new PvE experience unlocked later in the campaign, offering increasing power and replayability. Well, we know the end game is literally the last mission of the game, so it's not unlock later. It's the latest unlock. It's at the end. This was dope as fuck. Global progression system across campaign, multiplayer, and zombies. So the thing is like you prefer to play campaign, but you still progress in the game. So you still get to unlock whatever the fuck you want to unlock or whatever you could unlock depending on your progression. I'm assuming there's like achievements that are typically tied to multiplayer that maybe you'll be able to unlock because they're letting you progress to the whole thing. I don't know, but I love the idea of you deciding I want to play this mode and not give up your progression if you are a multiplayer person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you should be rewarded for every mode you play in. I mean, that would make sense because it, if you want people to play all the modes, you don't want to take away their rewards. I mean, maybe how you're rewarded is different, but you should receive rewards for every mode you play in. That makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. And then it says camel track and seasonal challenges. There's going to be exotic weapons and rarity tiers, which I don't really know how that's going to play out, but that's all for the campaign. And then multiplayer, you're going to have 16 maps at launch. 13 are brand new, and then 3 classic remakes from Black Ops 2. That's pretty dope. There's going to be a large scale skirmish mode. There's going to be 2 new 20v20 maps, near future weaponry, and 30 plus weapon arsenal. Overclock system, a brand new gear upgrade system, score streaks, field upgrades, and equivalent evolve with use. Equipment evolve with use. Hybrid combat specialties, which are the perks, omni movement evolution. You got wall jumps, No ADS. That's going to be crazy. No ADS while sliding, diving, or wall jumping by default, and no tack sprint by default. So I read somewhere else that those are perks now. So if you want to be able to slide and aim or do a side dive and aim, you got to make that a perk instead of, just being able to do that, which I guess what they're trying to do is control it. The only thing about this, I feel like what they might actually end up doing is arbitrarily making other perks less relevant because people are just trying to get it back to, the way they were playing it on Black Ops 6. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can tell you right now, 100% that's going to be whatever perk that is that I have to get it, I'm going to get it because that's the name of the game. What do you mean? I'm diving, I'm aiming. You know what I'm saying? I want to aim, kill, dive. You know what I'm saying? This is, I don't know. But, it is what it is. We'll see how it plays out. I'm sure nothing is guaranteed to stay. Like, they'll be able to adapt if it doesn't work out too great. Skirmish mode is 20v20, weapon build sharing and build codes, weapon prestige and classic prestige return, Black Ops 6 to this was a dope one. Black Ops 6 to Black Ops 7 carry forward. This was
I was
real fucking big. Yeah, that was real big because I got too many skins, bro. Too many skins. Now it does say with some exceptions. That's kind of a bitch. Maybe they mean like the earliest ones. Maybe before they knew that they were going to do the carry forward. Maybe some of them got signed without that in the agreement, and maybe when they went back, they didn't agree to re-up it. But as long as like the vast majority of them are there, that'd be dope. And then of course, that's just the operator skin is the exception. But the weapons are all going to be there. So when you buy these other things, like when you buy these characters, they come with like weapons and shit. So you're going to be able to carry all that. Like, that's money for me.
That's huge. Yeah, because it sucks having to start all over again when the next version of the game comes out the next year. Like, it's horrible when they do it in the sports games, like 2K. Like that's like what took me out of 2K. Is that you got to start your character all over again and do your build all over again. Shit's annoying. So it's good that Call of Duty is doing stuff like that. Like, we need more multiplayer games to have some, have some good carryover.
I mean, especially in a world where like fucking Fortnite is just stacks on stacks, right?
Yeah.
Like, you just keep buying. You never have to think about, oh man, it's gonna go away. Like, I am annoyed. Like, I bought those other people in the previous Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3 or whatever, the one that had like Snoop Dogg and Nicki Minaj and all that shit. Like, I bought all that shit. I mean, now technically we still have them in Warzone, I believe. So I think in Warzone they stay, so you can use your skins there. But in here they didn't carry over, which is one of the things I think was the biggest reason why Master Chief was not in Call of Duty yet. I think the idea of carry forward might be a bit too, like, if they're not going to always do that, I think people will get pissy, and I think Microsoft doesn't want to have a situation where they put Master Chief in the game and now Master Chief doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, carryover. There has to be some sort of carryover. I understand that, like, with a game like Call of Duty, they do a different game every year. It's not necessarily like a free-to-play model like Fortnite, but there has to be some sort of carryover. Like, that needs to be a thing.
Yeah, because then you're just basically buying some shit that's dead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or at least, not really usable if you're moving forward, right? So I definitely I don't think that that's going to be a thing for long. I think right now they're saying this because it doesn't normally happen, but I think at some point it's just always going to carry forward, and they'll just accept that, the skins will go. But then again, if you see these people crying about the skins, it's like, well, if it always carries forward, how can you get rid of them? So
Yeah.
I don't know. I want it to stay though, so fuck that. But yeah. And then this was, I thought was cool, is the last piece of information that I have here, but it says Treyarch confirmed during an event last week that Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and Call of Duty Black Ops 7 were developed alongside each other. The developers say their plan when they started development years ago was to make 2 Black Ops games back to back. So that's why the rumors were that Black Ops 7 was like the real game that they were trying to make, and Black Ops 6 was almost like this experiment as far as like the Omni movement and all that stuff. Supposedly that was just like the start.
I mean,
So-
if you plan on doing both of them at the same time, it would make sense to co-develop them together so that the development process is smooth. So, I mean, I wonder if that was like a Xbox thing or if that was an ABK thing that they decided. I mean, it's hard to tell because they've been in the process of buying them for so long. But I do think that that's a good idea if you're going to do that, and hopefully they do the same thing if they're going back to Modern Warfare after this.
I don't think we know that.
Yeah, but if they
Is that
do,
what
it would make sense to continue that if they're going to do like a back-to-back sequels of.
So let me tell you what I think. Dark Angelic, what's up, man? Appreciate you, brother. Have a great night, bro. This is the thing. Remember, the new console's coming out next year, right?
Yep.
So it makes sense to me that obviously the other studio working on the next game is taking more time to make a next gen game, right? So they must have figured it out amongst all the studios who was going to take their first shot at next gen.
Yeah.
And is it worth having another company do it? Or if you're kind of building this tech, why not let Black Ops 6 and 7 release, and then next gen you get hit with whatever the new is.
Yeah.
Because who else is you got? Infinity Ward, right? They're the ones who make Modern Warfare, right? Yeah, they make Modern Warfare. So Sledgehammer is the one who always makes like the different ones, right? Like World War II, whatever the last one was that some people didn't like, Vanguard.
Yeah, you got Infinity Ward, Treyarch, and Sledgehammer. So
yeah, so Infinity Ward did all the Modern Warfares, and they did Infinite, right? Call of Duty Infinite, whatever the fuck it was called. I think Advanced was Sledgehammer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Advanced was Sledgehammer, and then they
Treyarch
also
does the Black Ops.
Yeah, and then Sledgehammer also did World War II, which was actually very good, and they did Vanguard, which I really liked. I know people gave it a lot of shit, but that was also very good. So I don't know. I think Black Ops 7 is going to be amazing. The multiplayer has some changes that they're doing, which is dope. I love what they're doing with the single player. I was a little nervous about the idea of the 4-player co-op, but I think ultimately that's just going to make it more accessible to more people. Yep. And from what we've seen with the story mode, the campaign, it looks like they're like making a crazy ass campaign.
I wonder how long it's going to be. If it's four player, I would say 15 to 20 hours. If it's going to be 4-person co-op campaign, I would think.
I would say it would probably not be too long, because I feel like if you're doing co-op, you want to make sure that they get to play together. And finish it.
That's why I said somewhere between 10 and 20.
Yeah, I think that's a good range. I think that'll hit, and I think that'll work. Guys, anything left that you have to say about Call of Duty?
No, I'm just looking forward to that new co-op campaign.
I feel that. Yeah, I think it's gonna be great. Overall, I think Gamescom gave us a lot of new shit. And then remember, tomorrow Xbox will be back. Thursday, Xbox will be back. So there's still a lot left to this. We're gonna get a lot more information, but I feel like we did very, very good here.
9 a.m. Right?
9
Tomorrow.
a.m. Eastern, yeah,
Yeah.
for Xbox stuff. So
Okay.
definitely gonna be interesting. I think the first thing they're gonna open with is the Raw Ally, if I'm not mistaken. So
Okay. You streaming?
no,
Okay.
no, because I don't know how long that's just gonna be. And tomorrow I got so much stuff with the kids going to school and stuff.
Yeah. I say Xbox doesn't go over an hour and a half normally, so I would anticipate them only being an hour, but
Possibly.
that is prime taking kids to school time.
It
9
is.
o'clock.
It is. Thanks, Ryar. I see you, homie. He says congratulations to your kids tomorrow. CMoney. Yeah, it's gonna be. I mean, listen. Officially, Doodle and I will officially have all of our kids in school, like done. So
That's an accomplishment in itself.
No more babies. No more little ones running around. Now they're gonna be in school, growing like crazy. It's wild time, man. It's wild time. But
your fridge will be full.
Yeah, well, they'll just eat double when they get home, I assume.
Yeah.
That's all. All right. Well, listen, guys. This is where we're gonna wrap it up, man. What a fun show. Shout out to everybody who came through, rocking out with us. Shout out to the homies Demo and Hargi, who don't normally rock out, but on Tuesdays, but come through here. Shout out to our boy Farrell in the building. Shout out to our girl Doodle, who's still watching live in the building. She's still here, even though she wasn't able to be on the show. She's still with us. That's my girl. So shout out to you, baby. Guys, thank you so much for rocking out with us, man. We appreciate y'all. Great show. Had a fun time. Farrell, why don't you let all the peoples know where to find you?
Hey guys, you can find me normally on Mondays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Vitamin G Podcast right here on YouTube. I'll drop the link in the chat. Yeah, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you know when we're streaming. Thanks for checking us out. Yep.
Beautiful. All right, and then obviously, we will be back Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, with the On Point Gaming Podcast. We're going to definitely have a lot more to talk about. Obviously, we're going to be able to have fallout from what happened today. So any other tidbits of stuff coming out are going to be around, and we'll know then. Also, we're getting shit ton of news tomorrow from Xbox, more on Thursday. So Thursday is going to be hype. So definitely be back for that. And with that, we're going to go ahead and end the show the way we end every single show. Doodle! We're done. Until next time. Oh, by the way, keep an eye out on the outro. If you didn't get a chance to see the intro, we have updated our intro. We took out some games, put in some new stuff, made it dope. So there is a new outro. So definitely see it. If you didn't see the intro, it's the outro is new as well. Not 100% new. It's updated. Also check out our boy Madman's channel. He's out there putting up shorts. He made some dope ass AMV. Join our Discord. A lot of his stuff is in there. So you could definitely check that out there. And with that, until next time, you're intruding.